something.
Oh, hey.
Oh my God.
Oh, boy.
That's how buddies do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey guys, it's Kyle from Practically Friends Podcast. I wanted to thank you for listening so far. We're kissing up on 50 damn episodes. I can't thank you enough for sticking with us. We got all 4 members here. Nate?
All 4 of us, and I appreciate y'all for listening to us. It has been a really groovy time.
We got Tate here. Once again, we want to thank all of you for tuning in to your favorite drunk-ass podcast, the Practically Friends Podcast.
Oh, hecky darn.
We appreciate you guys just allowing us to come on here, talk about all of our banter, crack some jokes, and as well as, once again, if you guys would like to send us some feedback, you know where to find us. Jax, take it away, my man.
What up? I'm the producer, Jax. Here to plug y'all with our new website that we just came out with.
Yep.
www.practicallyfriendspodcast.com. And email us, you son of a bitch. We need some topics and shit.
We need some input, guys.
Yeah. We need some goddamn fucking topics.
So if you guys would like to send us some topics to talk about, you can head over to our email, practicallyfriendspodcast@gmail.com, or like Jax just said, www.practicallyfriendspodcast.com.
And the thing is that we want to
It's that simple.
interact. Yeah, it's that simple.
Yes, sir.
We want to interact with you guys. Come on, this is the whole point of it. Let's talk to you. Let's talk together. Let's have some laughs.
We want to thank you guys for staying with us and helping this podcast grow and just allowing us to be ourselves and hopefully put smiles on your all's faces and make your all's day brighter, because you guys make our days brighter just by being able to come on here into the studio and just talk all these different topics and just be practically friends for all of you guys and pushing out content to enjoy.
And you're practically our friends already, so long as you press play. I mean, we have Jax, Tate, Nate, myself, and we can't thank you enough again. And
Thank you.
here's to another 50 episodes, guys.
Woo, absolutely.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
And another 50 years.
There we go, man.
Fuck yeah, I'll be here.
Especially you Belgians. We love you guys.
Waffles. Yeah, but
Hey.
look how hard you're laughing, man.
I was laughing pretty good.
And look how hard he's dancing.
Brian Johnson.
And look how hard he's thinking.
And
Look how hard I'm drinking.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Practically Friends Podcast, a.k.a. your favorite drunk-ass podcast. We are here joined by myself, Tate the Great, as they call myself. Meself. I'm a sailor. And we are also joined by the lovely host of the podcast, Kyle.
Hello, how we doing, people?
And the producer, Mr. Jackson.
Hey.
Check it out.
Sorry for that rocky intro, people.
That was shit.
Very, very sorry about that, guys. But I do believe we have quite a jam-packed episode for you.
Oh, we do.
It's
And I like how you're like, old-time radio.
It's spooky.
Hey, you got to bring enthusiasm
Oh,
into
yeah,
this.
definitely.
But one thing first, guys, episode 50. Yeah. That was kind of loud, so you're probably gonna have to bring the sound down on that. But
Even
guys,
Sarge joined in. Hey,
we fucking did it. We made it to episode 50.
Hey, can you turn my headphones?
We did it. We made it to episode 50. So once again, thank you guys for listening and maybe sharing it to your friends if you did that. If not, do it. Start doing it now.
Good.
Do it now.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Damn, it's good.
thank you guys for tuning into the podcast and just listen to us be a bunch of drunk idiots.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Not really, but
Where is your hot breath upon the
But-
nape of my neck?
But seriously, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we finally made it.
Yeah.
Episode 50.
And you want to
Exactly.
know
A
when
little late,
this
but I
episode-
got there.
this episode is dropping on Halloween.
Halloween night.
It's spooky season.
We have our lovely cameraman over there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Check
Check
this
We have our lovely cameraman over there.
This guy over here has been scaring me all fucking night.
Motherfucking Ted.
Yeah, this cameraman has
gracious.
scared Kyle at least a good 3 times in the past
Oh,
hour.
more than that.
I'm just talking about in the past hour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, past hour more than 3 times. Yeah.
That's you every time you get scared.
All right.
Yeah.
How about
Anyways.
how about calm down? With
Okay,
the
but
sound?
on another topic, guys, football season's back.
Oh, let's get that going. All right, you want to give us the stats there, Tate?
So-
Actually, you could be our sports correspondent.
That's going to be a rare appearance.
Ha!
But if any of you are like
You
me,
just kiss at me?
Wait,
if any of you are like me and Kyle, Colts fans,
Yeah.
you would know that there was just a bullshit ass game with the Texans where we tied 20-20 in overtime.
Now, I want to know, how do we fucking tie?
I guess I don't know. It's
Some of the new fucking rules that they have out now?
no, it's always been like that. It's very rare. But next week, or this coming week, I should say,
Yeah.
Colts versus Jacksonville. I'm looking forward to that.
I mean,
I'm hoping we can win that game.
how's Jacksonville going? Like, I mean, how were they in the preseason?
I didn't pay attention to them in the preseason. I'm gonna actually look that up really quick.
Yeah.
I just want to say, you can cut this out, but remember this is coming out on Halloween. These games would have already been passed,
That's true.
so we can't really.
So, yay, Colts win. Colts win, and Colts win.
there you go.
Well, they just lost their first game to the Commanders by 6.
Ugh.
So yeah,
They did not win any games in the preseason, but preseason doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
let me just say this before anybody gets confused. We filmed this on the 14th of
September.
So that's why I had to bring that up.
God, we are so ahead of schedule.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Good for us.
Fuck yeah, we've been grinding.
Can we just, give everybody a pat on the back, please? There you go. There
we go.
Let's see. So Jacksonville's preseason, they lost 11-27 to the Raiders, 24-13 to the Browns, 16-15 to the Steelers, and 28-12 to the Falcons. In their first official game, they lost 22-28 to
But that's when
to the
cool shit happens.
to the Commanders.
Things we got to talk about here, bucko.
Right?
All right.
Do we got any more sports news?
Oh, actually, a small snippet, unless you have more. I know I'm kind of biased, and you know that I listen to 102.5 The Bone all day, every day. It's that local station, the most powerful station in Florida.
Yeah.
They not only started broadcasting USF Bulls games
Really?
exclusively, but get this, they did an announcement this morning to where they're doing exclusive Tampa Bay Lightning games.
Ooh.
Exclusive on there. And this morning they had, I can't remember his name. It's the guy that brought hockey to Tampa. I'm gonna have to look up his name, but he's an elderly gent. I mean, he played against and with Gretzky. I mean, and there's another guy that came from Yale that's a really good announcer.
Ooh.
And they're going to be calling it there. Fuck. I actually might tune into that shit.
Oh yeah.
I will always watch the playoffs when it comes to hockey. you know?
Yeah, you love hockey games.
I mean, I've never been to one personally, but I know if I did, I'd be a diehard fan. But even when I was a kid, I try and play street hockey against my garage door. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I was actually kind of a big fan, but I kind of
Nothing wrong with
like
that.
drifted away from it, and then. But yeah,
And on On Saturday, we have a lot of college football games.
Well, we won't go into that. Yeah.
Well, you not like college football?
Well, I'm saying there's so many. I don't want to.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's college football season.
No,
There's nothing wrong with it. I just. Yeah.
Any
Sorry about
more?
that.
Any more sports news before?
Oh God, Kentucky's playing next week. I don't like Kentucky. Sorry to all you UK fans out there that I probably just offended.
Hey, you're in a house that U of L built. Okay? So.
IU, baby.
I'm down with IU.
Okay.
I love IU. Purdue, Duke, IU, Louisville. Yeah.
Okay, see, Purdue, Dante would be happy you just said that.
Yeah. I like Duke as well.
All right.
But,
I can live with that.
yeah. Anyways, all right. Back. Do you want to get to the first news story of the day?
I would like to bring up something before that.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Let's go, Jax.
List your top 5 favorite cereals.
Oh, nice one.
Thank you.
That was probably very loud. Sorry, guys.
Honeycombs.
Is that are you starting at
no,
number 5, or are you starting?
I'm saying that's the first one that came to me. I don't really eat cereal that often because I'm a fucking adult. But
What's wrong with cereal? I'm an adult. I love cereal.
nothing's wrong with cereal. You know what's wrong with it? Milk.
You not like milk?
Milk doesn't last long enough.
Oh, yeah, but
Anyways, no, I would go Apple Jacks,
Ooh.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Are you going 1 to 5 or 5 to 1?
I'm just listing them as I go.
Okay.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Apple Jacks.
2 very good ones.
Dude, you know what I used to love is Pops. Remember Pops?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. They still sell those, I think.
Do they?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I think they sell them at Meijer.
And like, I mean, who can ever say no to Captain Crunch? But you have to like space that like beginning and end of the week because it cuts the shit out of your mouth.
Oh, absolutely.
But I would I wouldn't go like Fruity Pebbles or like the chocolate versions of that.
Cocoa Pebbles. They get
Yeah.
soggy too fast.
Dude,
yeah.
it's just a mush of sugar.
It tastes very.
I mean,
shit.
all of them are.
See, they taste very good. They're very good. It's just, in my opinion, they get soggy way too
Way
fast.
too fast.
Oh, yeah.
Way too fast.
And cleaning the bowl after.
It's a nightmare.
oh
my
yeah.
God, it's like scraping the fucking toilet bowl, which you'll have to do after you eat
That and it's
Choco
just
Pebbles.
Yeah.
that and
Uh-oh.
then it's
I think he's about to come in.
Sarge is joining us.
No, I just heard the conversation. My 2 favorite cereals is Frosted Flakes and Fruity Pebbles.
Fuck
hey,
yeah.
can't go wrong with Frosted
Frosted
Flakes.
is the
Flakes.
best.
Frosted Flakes are good. Okay,
All right.
Frosted Flakes are like legit.
they are. Well, you have one more, Kyle.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. You said Apple Jacks, Cinnamon
Pops.
Toast Crunch, Pops. Oh, so you have 2 more.
You said something about Captain Crunch or something.
Oh, Captain Crunch, yeah. So yeah, you got 1 more.
Oh, dude. The sugar honey Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yes.
Thank
That's what's up.
you,
That I would eat every goddamn morning.
dude. I grew up on those.
That shit
and
was
I
amazing.
still
And I'll
love
eat, dude. I will cut the corner out of one of the sides of the box, and just that shit is for real good.
All right, Jax.
All right. So what I gotta say, number 5 has to be Fruit Loops. Number 4, gotta hit hard with motherfucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Number 3, gotta be Frosted Flakes. Number 2 has got to be. Have you ever heard of the Crave brand? It's this little. I can't remember what's on the outside.
The off-brand ones are sometimes
Oh, yeah.
the best.
And on the inside, it's like chocolate, but on the outside, it's like a crisp or something. I can't remember what it is. I'll probably put a picture up in the video.
Chocolate honey wheat. The wheat. The wheats.
The
Wheaties?
chocolate wrapped in wheat or something.
Yeah, the wheat things.
Yeah.
Like they're like ravioli, but with wheat.
It's something like that. I can't remember.
Frosted wheats.
No. That's not what I like. It's something else.
But
It's
it
called,
was something like that.
sort of. Yeah, I'll put a picture on the screen. So, and number 1 has to be Cookie Crisp.
Oh,
That's a
Dog.
good one. Okay.
that was just an excuse to have cookies for breakfast is all.
Hey, that's a good excuse.
For real.
It's not a bad one.
Okay,
Not
before
a
I
bad one.
before I say my top 5, what is your all's thoughts on Reese's Puffs?
Dude, I'm not mad at them.
They get
Anything Reese's, I am so for.
See, that's what I thought too. I love Reese's.
He said,
What'd he say?
"What'd you say?" He said, "Why you don't like peanut butter?"
He's not wrong. I don't like peanut butter.
Then why
But
do
I
you like
love
Re-
peanuts, and I love Reese's.
So just take out the butter and you're good.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
But see, that's what I thought too. I love Reese's. I love chocolate. I love peanut butter. Don't like Reese's Puffs.
Really?
I don't like Reese's Puffs.
What about their ice cream?
That's a different ball game.
Okay.
Okay, but
well,
I think I'm gonna have to kind of do what you did, like no particular order. It's just like 5 go-to cereals. Apple Jacks for sure.
Yep.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
You got to admit that the Honey Nut Cheerios
They're
is like
they're
the solid
legendary.
go-to.
They're legendary. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Rice Krispies. I love Rice Krispies.
They're better as bars, not cereal.
yeah, they're better as treats.
If I wanted rice, I'd order Chinese. Whoa.
That got dark.
I need a shot.
Take a drink of your happy juice.
Yeah.
Don't show the label.
It'll make things more acceptable to the audience.
Then Captain Crunch Wild Berries.
Ooh.
Is it wild berries or oops berries?
Wild Berries.
Now you're getting into the technical.
Oops, all berries is fucking good.
He's like,
Actually, you know what? No, I'll take out Rice Krispies. I'll replace that with Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes is the bomb.
they're great. I mean, come on.
They're better without milk, but
they're great. And did you just say they're better without milk?
ever had cereal in a cup without milk? Just
Frosted Flakes without milk, like just in a cup or whatever, is a legit snack.
for real, for real. Have
Like
you ever
for
had
like
it?
a road trip or whatever, it's not bad.
They're good, but cereal.
But here's the thing though.
I do too.
It's like normally I would get like fucking fire ass Cheetos, you know.
Yeah.
But then you have to worry about whatever
Yeah.
and the mess, right?
Yeah.
That you just literally boom, boom.
Or you literally just
Boom.
like cup, just
Ooh.
like
Okay.
gobble it down.
I got one.
And can I just real quick say that even though it's not the movie part, I will again say that I love She-Hulk, and in the very beginning, they talk about eating Cheetos with chopsticks so you don't get Cheeto fingers.
That's a good idea.
That's actually kind of genius.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you have to say?
Go to breakfast restaurant.
I don't go fucking nowhere. I'm broke as shit.
Like,
Dude.
so you got options like fucking wild
Dude,
eggs,
you're gonna get
IHOP,
all of
Waffle
us
House.
fucking hungry right now.
Man, you're really making me.
Do I need to come in there now?
You're welcome to join
He's
us.
like, do I need to come in here and turn this podcast around?
Nah, it's mine's Waffle House.
Sarge's
you
pick
cannot-
is Waffle House.
I would say Waffle House.
You cannot go wrong with Waffle House.
Because Dad and I used to go there every Sunday.
I go there all the time with my friends.
But the thing is that when I was married, and Nate will attest to this, is that there was a place that used to be there on downtown New Albany called Little Chef. Literally, it was smaller than this studio.
Really?
Yeah, you could only maybe sit 7 people. And
Was it a family-owned diner?
yeah, it was like a little fucking trailer. But like built into the wall of another building.
That's actually kind of cool. Okay.
And dude, oh my god.
Can I
It
give
was
you
so good.
Can I give you a suggestion to go somewhere for breakfast?
Okay.
Go to downtown New Albany.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Adrian's.
Is that where
Donuts?
Ninnies used to be?
Huh?
Ninnies?
I'm not sure, but
We'll have to compare notes.
Yeah,
here
we'll
in a
have to
bit.
compare, but definitely go down there. My friend V, you know who you are. He took me down there one day, and I've literally wanted to go back ever since.
Yeah.
I just haven't found the time to.
I feel like mine. I went on this a while ago. Van's Country Table. Ooh. Check out this. They got a very nice. Let me see HDMI. I'll pull it up here real quick.
It's gonna cut off my fucking background music here.
Is that a family-owned diner as well?
Is it? Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Wait, maybe.
Come to think of it,
So I'm playing through the TV. Yeah. Still going.
this is actually off topic, but there's like another little family-owned like country-style diner up in Henryville. You guys should definitely go there. My buddy Brennan took me up there, and it's damn good food for a damn good price.
Yeah. So here we go. We got very nice, very old
Like
country style.
old school. Yeah.
Old country.
But hey, while I'm thinking about this, you cannot exclude Hubler's.
Oh no, yeah. But you
can't.
see, you got that nice interior. You got
Yeah, but this is more customer friendly.
Where's this, Jack?
Yeah.
It's smaller.
Marengo,
Yeah.
Indiana.
That's in Marengo?
Yeah.
That's only a few exits up. That's not
Yeah.
too bad.
That almost kind of looks like the one in Henryville.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's fucking delicious.
That almost looks like was that Maggie's or something that was over there by the old Save-A-Lot that's like
I'm actually
running
gonna
down.
look this up. I'm actually
That's
gonna
the
look this up
first
now.
place that I ever had biscuits and gravy
Really?
with your grandmother and my grandmother,
Really?
and we went in there and I was like,
Huckleberries. That's the place up in Henryville.
I'll be your huckleberry. But like we went in there and we had biscuits and gravy, and nothing ever compares to that ever again.
But
I like how this is the Halloween episode and we're talking about breakfast.
Oh, we'll get on to the Halloween stuff once started.
Oh no, I have shit prepped up.
Yeah,
we're just having fun right now.
Okay.
So Henry. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean by.
Yeah.
It's almost like a cafe style.
Yeah, it's a country diner.
That makes me think of
Dude.
what used to be Ninny's downtown.
Dude, I'm telling you, really friendly people, great food, really good price.
Where's that at?
It's in Henryville.
Yeah.
How far away is that?
From here, probably about
Well, let's
25, 30 minutes. But it's so once you get off the exit, like, do you know the road to take you like to the Henryville Forestry?
Hold on, we're looking at it now. Past Memphis.
Yeah, it's up past Memphis. You take the Henryville
Wait.
exit.
Scroll up. See if that's before or after Austin.
It's before Austin.
Is it?
Yeah, it's before.
Oh, I'd go there all day.
Yeah.
Well, do you know?
I would go to Austin for jobs.
Oh yeah, it's way before Austin.
It's not bad.
But it's on the same. Oh fuck, what route is it?
I like how we have breakfast cafe music going right
Yeah,
now too.
it's literally right off 31.
Huh.
Oh.
It does look like Vans. I see what you mean by you thought it
Yeah.
was Vans.
Yeah, but it's off 31, like kind of on the way to the Henryville Forestry.
Now, there's nothing better than like a good, genuine breakfast place, man.
Absolutely.
And like before, like down in Florida and stuff, we actually came across this place called Ham and Eggs, and it was ran by Mexicanos. I swear to God, I think there's somebody's looking at me, but there's not.
The cameraman's just freaking him out.
Yeah, it's weird. Just smoke your cigarette.
It's his first day.
Smoke your cigarette.
It's his first day, Kyle. Come on, you're freaking him out.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Mind your P's and Q's or else you're fired.
Yeah,
Wait, what-
pull up them pants.
What's his name again?
Ted.
Ted.
Ted, we're very sorry, man.
Bus dead. You see that, people? He just held his forehead. I don't know.
Get it? He's a bus.
No, like Buster from
Yeah, I know.
Buster.
I was trying to make it so we didn't have to name.
Yeah, you guys butchered the shit out of that.
Thank you.
I meant to.
But no, this place, Ham and Eggs, dude. I heard about it from my friend's dad, and it used to be a fucking like drive-through chicken place.
Popeyes?
No, I mean, like it may have been a bank at one point. I don't know, but like you have to get there either early or the right time of the day because they only have maybe enough seating for like 20 people total, and it's a whole like a Latino family that runs it.
Okay.
The daughters, the fathers, the brothers, everybody. And they still try and use the drive-through window, but it doesn't happen all that often.
Yeah.
Hell, one time we were waiting for our food, and a fucking fire broke out on the grill.
Oh, shit.
Everybody had to leave, and then they put it out, and everybody got back in. We got our food for free.
Nice.
Dude, and the thing I'm talking about, like, they had, it sounds racist, but it's not. Eggs or chicken negros. Really, really spicy, like scramble, you know?
Scrambled eggs.
Like a skillet almost.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But with a lot of chorizo and like really like hot stuff. Dude, this fucking big.
Jeez.
And that piled up for one person.
Jesus.
I'm like, whew. And no, I mean, good prices, huge portions, and it was a line, and they would close by 2:00.
Wow. That reminds me. So,
God, my fucking mouth is watering now.
I'm
I'm fucking.
Well, there's this new like little chicken shop that just opened up down in Clarksville in front of Mr. Gaddy's.
Yeah.
If you know where that's at. It's just like, I keep forgetting the name of this place, but it's like this Peruvian restaurant almost.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good shit right there.
Oh, it is. But like the way they do it, it's like you pay, I think it's anywhere from like $9 to $12, and they give you half of a rotisserie chicken with like, I think they give you either 2 or 3 sides, and then it's like sauces that is only specifically at that restaurant.
Yeah.
Nowhere else. It's like a
No, any spot that will custom make their own sauce, even if they use like a name brand base,
yeah.
it's still fucking immaculate.
My buddy Matthew found that place one day by accident.
Wait, he was here, right?
Yeah, he's the one you did the Star Wars trivia against.
Oh no, he wasn't here, but yeah, we know him.
Yeah, you know him.
It'll happen again, sir.
Oh, he said he's ready for a rematch.
Maybe we'll give him a call.
Maybe.
Probably not tonight. He's probably already asleep by now.
Bitch ass. See, I already win. So we're 1-1.
But no. So he found it one day like by accident, tried it, and he literally went batshit crazy. Came running back to us and was like, "You guys have got to try this restaurant." I was the last one to go there and try it. Literally, probably some of the best chicken I've ever had in my life.
Dude, some of the best. I mean, mostly, like some of the most out of fucking reach, like no holds barred, like no name place. Those places are the best.
Swear.
No matter what.
Side note: Sarge has officially joined us.
Everybody salute.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Best restaurants I've ever tried is the Copper Kettle in Charlestown.
Oh, that's a good
That's
one.
not bad.
That's a good one.
I mean, down home cooking.
Yeah.
No, I was just telling them about this like Peruvian chicken place that just opened up in Clarksville.
All right, so why don't we switch to something more festive for
Halloween.
Well, I think that if we wait just a little bit, then Nate will be able to put his final bit on this subject, and then we can go on to the stuff that I prepped up.
All right.
You guys want to take a break for a second?
I mean, he's just now about to get settled in here. I
Yeah.
mean, might as well.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in.
Does it actually work?
Come on. Bitch ass motherfucker. You already beat me.
Hey, get back to work. You're fucking fired.
Oh!
Ooh.
Damn.
That was very loud. We're going to have to
It's all right.
turn that down.
It's all right.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was so close to
No, I'd rather you be loud than
Rather be
quiet.
loud and proud.
Yeah.
Loud and proud.
Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Courtesy of James Brown.
You broke him. Oh, God.
I don't slap so good around this time of the evening.
You got him.
No.
No.
Soon as I get home, the first thing I'm gonna do is punch your mama in the mouth.
What?
You heard me.
Hey, boy.
Emotional, damn it.
That's the one I showed you.
Yup. It's one of my favorites.
God
That was Jax. All right.
Golly.
So, I'm going
Wait,
to...
hold on. What did you just say?
I said, he's fucking gross. Hey, I can't hear myself.
Better?
Hey. Good morning. Good morning. Can
Good
anyone-
evening and good night.
Can, okay, I'm just making sure everyone can hear me.
shut off.
Oh, shit.
This is the checklist.
Hey, how's it going?
It's all my fault.
No, it's
No,
no,
no, it's
no.
Don't you dare tisk your goddamn finger at me. Because I'm doing like 4 fucking jobs here.
No, nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. I might as well go eat worms.
What the fuck?
No,
What?
that was a
Still
song.
didn't beat me, pal.
That was a song that we sang in
What
grade
matched you?
school.
All right, guys. Seriously.
Sorry,
Let's get together here.
He was
Sorry.
doing the fucking game. I was like, come on, Jax, time to get to work.
My lord.
Yeah, gee.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
Come on, Tate.
Boy, if we wasn't on camera.
Okay.
As the wise Sarge once said, I'd slap the stupid right out of you.
Australian man killed by kangaroo as he kept as a pet.
police say.
Here's the cool thing that I heard already is that the kangaroo. This is the first kangaroo death in Australia in like 80-something years,
Really?
and the kangaroo kept the police from getting to the guy. He's like swollen up to people. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Hey, those
Crikey.
those kangaroos,
Crikey!
those
An
things
Australian man
do
has
not mess
died.
around.
Say what?
Those things don't mess around. But I've got a little fun fact about kangaroos here. I'll get to in a second.
An Australian man has died after being attacked by a kangaroo he had been keeping as a pet. A relative found the 77-year-old man with serious injuries on Monday. Oh, man. South of Perth.
When the ambulance crew arrived at the rural property, the kangaroo prevented them from treating the man.
Stop, dude.
Police say they were forced to shoot the marsupial dead so paramedics could reach him. The man died at the scene. Police spokesperson told the media they believed the man had been attacked by the kangaroo, a wild animal, earlier in the day. Australia is home to 50 million kangaroos, which
Wow.
can weigh up to 90 kilograms. And
I thought you were going to say kilometers.
and grow
Wow, that's a big-ass animal.
and grow to 2 meters tall. But fatal attacks are rare. This is the first one reported in Australia since 1936.
Yeah, see what I was talking about?
Yeah, it's almost 90 years.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
They have a lot of weapons.
Such
I mean,
as
sharp
sharp
teeth.
Claws and powerful ass kicks.
I mean, you've seen them box. I mean, they're legit. But yeah, I heard that and thought that we might want to touch on it. Oh, and now, oh man,
If we're moving on to another topic, can I say my little kangaroo fact?
yeah, do your thing.
So apparently, if you entice a kangaroo enough, like make it mad enough, and you see it go into a body of water, do not follow it.
In water?
People don't realize.
Are you sure you're not talking about hippos?
Oh no, I'm talking about kangaroos.
Okay.
Those things are excellent swimmers, and they will drown you if you get in the water with those things.
Well, they'll gut you. Yeah.
No, they'll drown you. Like, they will strangle you and keep you underwater.
Man.
Look it up. It's true.
Okay. This is the other thing I wanted to get out of the way because it's going to be the newest, biggest thing. So this is some stupid-ass bitch.
What else is new?
Yeah. And she has... I heard about this on the radio this morning. And she's obviously has got a wig on. She's got eyelashes as big as tarantulas. And this is her, and she's already got 2.3 million views. And this is, I think we should make a song out of this.
Oh, God.
Brit Barbie.
Brit Barbie.
Period I, period 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 period I, period
I'll spare you the rest. But it's literally that the entire time.
And that has over 2 million views?
Yep. On September 11th, too.
Period I, period period I, period period I, period period.
Get that shit out of my fucking face.
Dude, how awful is that?
You know why it probably has so many fucking views?
Because Americans are touched in the head.
That too. But no, probably so many people saw that and just what was that on Twitter?
TikTok, I think.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Because she's a TikTok.
Yeah. Well, because that probably got so much reactions, it got on everybody's For You page on TikTok.
The algorithm is fucked. And the thing is, here's the thing, is that this is what we're seeing on TikTok. You know, if you were to be on TikTok. But then people over in Japan and China, it's like people solving like really awesome math problems and shit. And that's why we're all going to start, end up speaking Cantonese or some shit.
That, I'm not gonna lie, that seeing that video and hearing that honestly gave me a headache.
Yeah.
Like, my head hurts because of that.
Well, I got to get it out there just so y'all know what not to see.
I think it just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
I'm sorry.
I was real tempted to, because, oh my God. The fact that she thinks that's a legitimate song, like, bitch, it's clear you did not make it past the 4th grade.
No, if you actually watch it for a little bit longer, she actually starts running out of breath and not even keeping tempo. It's pretty hilarious. Oh, God. All right.
And this is why I want to live in a very secluded area.
What was that meme from Futurama? It's like I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Yep.
No, I get it. I'm there.
That was just painful.
Yeah. Well, I figured it was enough to actually show you.
And these people got too much time on their hands.
No kidding. But it's really the fact that people will look at something like that.
Yeah.
And look at people like her as their hero. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's the other thing too. Is like if you ask like any like younger kid, like what do they want to do when they grow up? Oh, I want to be famous. I want to be an influencer, and this, that, and their thing. It's like, bitch, you ain't special. I'm sorry, but you're not.
I want to be the next LeBron James. I want to be Lil Wayne.
You know how LeBron James became LeBron James?
Hard fucking work.
Thank you.
How do you think all these people, like old school people, got to where they're at today? Hard fucking work.
And then everybody else that's an influencer and making millions of dollars or whatever, whether it be on YouTube, Twitch, OnlyFans, without even showing anything, they all got lucky. You're not going to be that fucking lucky.
I'll tell you what it is with
you need to be proactive. You need to make your own fucking thing because that's what people want.
I'll tell you what it is with all these like female OnlyFans models. It's because they know there's a lot of fucking horny ass men in the world that will do literally anything to see something like that.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking stupid.
And the thing is that you'll see. I mean, like hell, if you're a female, you could pay rent by just buying socks and undies every fucking like week and quote unquote wearing them, you know, and selling them and shipping them to other people. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I don't know.
We're a disgusting society.
No, see, the way is, I'll tell you exactly how this is, especially like in America, like out in LA and certain parts of Florida.
Fuck LA.
It's people will try to befriend others based on their looks, their financial status, and their popularity. Use that to their advantage, step over them to climb higher.
Yeah.
That's all it is in America today, is a ladder to try to climb higher. When in reality, you got to take a step back, really lock into your head, figure out what you're good at, use that to your advantage, and make a career out of it.
That's the only that whole not stigma, but that whole like saying like find what you like to do and find a way to get paid for it.
The American dream.
And then you'll be, you know, then
it's not work.
Yeah.
It's the American dream.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to
Jackson,
actually.
Seems like you were about to say something, buddy.
What?
Seems like you were about to say something.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just people are just so locked in on the fact of finding the easy way out instead of actually trying to tough it out.
I'm guilty of that. Every day I'm guilty of that, and I hate it. And you imagine how bad people are that are younger than me.
Oh yeah, but people of my generation and Jax's generation look at that and they're fucking proud of it. Like they're damn proud of it. It's like, how?
You know what happened? What
closer to you?
What happened to people? You know, wanting to be like, hey, I'm gonna try to change the world. Maybe be like Abraham Lincoln or Martin Luther King.
Go against the grain and actually try and make a difference.
And stand out.
Yeah.
Not try to be like everybody else.
No, yeah.
Make stupid ass videos, hang your fucking tongue out.
Well, see, and that's another problem with today's society.
He just spat at that bitch.
That's another problem with today's society. It's like everybody tries to be everybody else, and they'll get popular because of it.
Nobody's themselves.
There is one influencer, I guess, a YouTuber that I follow. His name is Tristan Jess. He is a basketball player.
Oh, I think he was the one that fucked around with YMH.
He might have.
No, is he white and blonde?
Yeah, curly blonde hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the time to where Tom Segura broke his leg and his arm at the same time. No, I know the guy.
Yeah. He
I
literally,
don't know him, but I know of him. Yeah.
This dude wakes up every day. Like, this guy dropped out of college, didn't go to college. He had I think 3 Division I basketball scholarships for 3 different colleges.
Yeah.
And he turned them all down because he wanted to go on YouTube, make basketball videos, and help inspire people. And everybody laughed in his face. Now he is in his early 20s, bought a freaking mansion in his home state of Wisconsin, has a brand new Tesla.
Yeah, but do you think that's sustainable, though?
Absolutely,
What
it's
he's
sustainable.
doing, what he's doing. Do you think that's sustainable?
Well, yeah, because it's not only just the YouTube and the basketball. It's also he's now invested into a bunch of different clothing lines.
That's the key word, investing.
He's invested into clothing lines. He's made investments with a bunch of high-end celebrities, like musicians, actors. Dude's got it going for him.
Hell, multiple podcasts.
Multiple podcasts, absolutely. Well, he was just on his first one recently. I think it actually was with YMH.
No, they did that thing, the dunk contest with Bert and Tom, and that's when Tom broke his leg and his arm at the same time. But let us digress real quick and go. I pulled up these.
But also,
go ahead, buddy.
Real quick. Why can't everyone just be like me? I'm a goddamn original.
Goddamn you. Goddamn right, man.
At the end of the day, there's 2...
Oh, shit. We promised Mommy that we wouldn't cuss so much.
There's 2 words that stand out that I think everybody should live by.
Bucket.
Be different.
Be you.
And I am different. I am me.
Exactly.
Be you. And if you're different enough and people like it, then by God, make some money off of it.
And if they don't,
not,
screw them.
You're still going to be happy with yourself.
Exactly. At the end of the day, the main goal is to be happy with yourself, who you are, and what you're doing in life.
And like I said, ultimately, I mean, again, to digress back to the podcast thing, it's like, yeah, I'd love to make some income on this. I'd love to.
Absolutely, because you enjoy doing this.
But I love doing it. I would love to make money off of this, but that's not my main goal. My main goal is to
entertain.
Is entertain and put out the content that I'm proud of. And I am. And that's why we're doing episode
50. But at the end of the day, it's like that's another thing. Sorry about the whole digression thing, but I got something else to say.
Go ahead. This is good shit.
Everybody just feels like they have to do things to please others. And it's like, if you start doing that and you do it for so long...
mass community of conformists.
Well, if you do that for so long, it's going to drive you nuts.
And you lose yourself.
You lose yourself. You go into this dark place.
Mom spaghetti. I mean, all kinds of shit.
Like, dude, it's bad. Like, fucking Eminem. It happened to Eminem.
I kind of got him.
It's happened to a lot of people in the world, like a lot of YouTubers. It happened to British YouTuber KSI. It happened to Eminem. It's happened to so many people out there. It drives them crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And they come back and they're themselves. And some people don't like them because of it. They don't care. And look at them now. Eminem's one of the greatest rap artists of all time. KSI is one of the biggest YouTubers in history. Like, just be yourself.
I think another attribute to that is, or another caveat to that is maybe that we're, in general, overstimulated as a society.
Yeah.
Like what you're just saying, like people like leave and then come back and try and be themselves, and that's not stimulating enough for them. We're overstimulated. Hell, when the power went out the other week and I couldn't watch Mythbusters, I about freaked the fuck out. You know? I mean, and I was angry at myself for that. You know? It's like, I shouldn't be like this. You know, but we are, as a society, we're groomed to that.
Yeah.
You know, the ease of access of everything, whether it be information, communication, entertainment, whatever.
Anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, we get fucking spoiled.
Well, I was all right when the power went out.
I know you were. But I'm the one that gave you a candle.
That sounds sexual.
Yeah, it does. And we'll leave it at that.
All right. Yeah, let's rest this case and move on to the next topic.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll talk about the faults in society another time. But hey, it's Halloween.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween.
Hey.
Halloween.
Hey, you might get flagged for that.
Probably.
Not if we do it ourselves.
It's our own version.
All right. So I'm trying to find the best facts here for the actual Halloween holiday. Let's see. The first jack-o'-lanterns were actually made out of turnips.
Really?
I did not know that.
Huh. I would have never guessed that.
Halloween is the second highest grossing commercial holiday after Christmas.
I knew that.
Did you?
Yeah.
With how much I worked in retail, with how much Halloween candy retail sells.
Not even just candy either, like costumes.
Yeah, costumes,
Yeah.
decorations.
The word witch comes from an old English wiki or witchy, meaning wise woman. In fact, Wiccan were highly respected people at one time, according to popular belief, witches held one of their two main meetings or Sabbats on Halloween night.
Huh.
Can you pronounce that?
Samhanophobia.
God damn, you academic fuck.
Right off the tongue, Nate. That's what she said.
That's the fear of Halloween, y'all. 50% of kids prefer to receive chocolate candy for Halloween. Okay, nobody cares about that.
Fuck candy corn.
Dude, it's like the best and worst candy at the same time.
I hate it. I hate it. That and those little like candy pumpkin things.
It's the same shit. It's just slightly better tasting wax. Dude, you remember that episode on Superstore? One of the Halloween episodes? It's like, I can't understand if I like candy corn or if I hate it. Remember the guy in the wheelchair?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's good. The owl is a popular Halloween image. In medieval Europe, owls were thought to be witches, and to hear an owl's call meant someone was about to die. Metal. According to Irish legend, jack-o'-lanterns are named after a stingy man named Jack, who, because he tricked the devil several times, was forbidden entrance into both heaven and hell. He was condemned to wander the earth, waving his lantern. Oh, that makes so much more sense about that song from Heaven or Hell. What was that? What's the band I'm thinking of?
Beats me.
God damn it.
Carry on.
Oh,
Carry on.
God damn it.
Just carry on.
We can look it up later.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I might just give up on this list.
Jax has been very quiet recently.
I know.
Huh?
He's producing, I hope.
No, I'm drawing.
Oh,
God damn it.
Shirt designs.
What's this one?
shirt designs or stick
this is
figures.
other stuff that I brought up. Do you want to
Boring
talk about this?
video game protagonists. That could actually be kind of good for Nate.
You want to go deeper on this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
All right, enough of that. Come on now.
One of those challenging tasks in a video game developer.
I'll read them all.
Let's see.
Sebastian Castellanos was a generic hero who got more interesting in the sequel.
God damn it. Lucas Kane.
Was dead. both literally and figuratively.
I don't know these games.
Watched Aiden Pierce wasn't as cool as we thought. That was Watch Dogs. Yep.
Yeah, I liked Aiden Pierce.
Oh yeah, he was. I love watching.
Hold on. Go back up to the top one. What game was that from?
The Evil Within.
Ooh.
I have it on my PlayStation, but I haven't really played it yet.
Spoilers.
Marcus was Detroit. Become human's worst hero.
Oh, I love that fucking game, and I never even played it.
Really?
Detroit. Oh my god, I watched almost every single outcome of that just on YouTube because I love the story so much.
It's from Sanitarium. Sounds confused.
I don't know what that is.
Pokemon trainer has no soul.
Kind of like.
He broke him. Cal's broken. You're gonna have to flag that one out.
All right, I'm back.
Are you sure about that?
No.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. Star Wars. Cal Kestis is more Anakin Skywalker than Han Solo.
Oh, that wasn't a bad game.
What's the next one? Master Chief is a boring icon.
What?
How dare you?
I don't like Halo. That baby has no soul.
You're a little late on that, pal.
Yeah, I know.
See, I liked Halo, but I prefer Call of Duty.
I don't like either of them.
You don't like Call of Duty?
Not really.
Man.
They always want you to play online with somebody. I don't want to play online with people.
You don't have to. You can do zombies, campaign, or you can just play by yourself. That's what she said.
Yeah. I usually
Got
like
it.
playing by myself. Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
That's funny.
Gonna hold it tight. Gonna grab me some afternoon
Delight.
Nate,
I gotta go pee.
what's your favorite Halloween movie? Halloween themed, or horror movie, might I say?
Oh, we had that talk a long time ago. It was on the Nate Tate show, the first episode.
I don't
It
know
was
if
on my episode, motherfucker.
The Shining.
A Shining?
Okay.
I still haven't watched that one.
Well, we're gonna watch it this Halloween.
fucking serious? You haven't seen The Shining?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Hey, we're watching.
American.
We're watching it this year.
I hope.
As it has Jack in it.
Saving that one.
Hey, I'm Jack Nicholson.
Oh, fuck.
Mustard. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Fuck mustard.
Do we have a cricket sound effect right there?
So what you got next, Kyle?
I ain't got much.
Well, looks like Tate's taking a piss.
Ah, damn it. It's hard. All right, Michigan.
But trying to think if I have any seconds. I like The Exorcist quite a bit.
What about the original Craft?
Not really.
Didn't like that? The Craft?
The original one, that's with Christina Ricci, isn't it?
No, it has like Nev Campbell and
Ooh. I love Nev Campbell.
Crucible.
some other
Let's talk
people.
about her for a second.
It's about witches. No.
Why not?
No.
How about we talk about what happened?
And I also like the Scream movies. And
Yeah, they're pretty fun.
Scream's good. Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, of course.
Okay, I got a new question.
Chucky.
What's up, guys? It's Tate.
Move aside, Tate. It's Kyle.
So we want to let you guys know while we have you here, thank you so much for listening. And please do us all a favor here at the studio. Please like and subscribe, and as well as share to your friends on all your favorite platforms.
Tell as many people as you know, including the Dutch.
And the Belgians.
Make a song out of that.
Make a beat out of that.
Yeah.
But do us all a favor here at the studio. Please like and subscribe and share to all your friends on all your favorite platforms, including YouTube and SoundCloud and all your other favorite platforms that you do enjoy listening to the
You're
podcast.
not going to offend us if you tell too many people about this podcast.
You're not going to offend us one bit.
Not at all.
As well as you can also reach out to us at practicallyfriendspodcast@gmail.com and send
I
us all
check
your
that
feedback.
shit every day, and I see nothing. Y'all need to step it up.
Step it up. Email us, you bitches. But send us some feedback of what you'd like to see, maybe future episodes, or send us some feedback on prior episodes, what you liked and what you didn't.
Give us some topics.
Yeah, give us some topics as well. We're kind of starting to run dry. Not really. Certain aspects.
Some people like that.
But the point is, we'd love to hear your all's feedback of what you have to say about the podcast. If we're doing well, if we're not, some things we're doing good on, some things we could improvise.
Even if you're in those other countries I don't know how to pronounce, I can translate that shit.
Czechoslovakia, we know you can hear us.
No, further than that.
Really?
India.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I checked it this morning.
All you Belgians, we know you're going strong. We love you guys.
Yeah, we love chocolate and waffles.
Hey, be quiet, Gypsy.
See y'all later.
Back to the episode.
So, my question for all of y'all is, what was the first movie that you remember that scared the shit out of you?
Scared the shit out of me.
Nothing.
The first one that scared you.
Silent Hill.
I ain't scared of shit.
Oh my God, Nate, work with me here, man.
All right, actually, I do remember, and you all probably will laugh your ass off, but I was a little youngin'.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands.
That scared you?
Yeah, he scared me.
He kind of scared me too. But do you remember one after that? Like when you were a little bit more grown?
No.
We'll come back to you.
I actually don't get freaked out by horror movies or anything.
Well, I mean, scared is a relative term, though. Like jump scare, or like the one that you liked the most, or one that scared you, like in a good way, or something. Work with me.
Well, I'm trying to work with you, but I can't.
We'll come back to you. Tate?
Probably when I was younger, like when I was a little kid. You guys might not know this movie. It was a movie called Zathura.
Zathura?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Is he laughing about it?
Probably.
Why is he laughing
Keep in mind,
about it?
first time I ever saw that movie, I was like 5 years old.
This one? No.
Yep.
Zathura Space Adventure.
Yeah. Yeah, first time I saw that.
Wait, I may have...
Yeah, when I was 5, the first time I saw that kind of...
I already don't like it. Dak Shepard's part of it.
Yeah, that's the first movie that I think I ever saw that spooked me when I was a little kid. But like the first like actual horror movie that scared me was probably Insidious.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Insidious.
Yeah.
There was a couple of renditions of that, right, Nate?
Yes.
Which one are you referring to?
The first one.
All right, let's look that up. This one?
Yeah, the very first Insidious movie.
Oh, I thought it was like maybe like a remake of something earlier, but no, like yeah, that one, right?
That's what he just said.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if there was like an older movie. No, that's a good ass fucking movie.
Yeah.
Jax,
Silent Hill.
that's a good one. That one kind of freaked me out. That was the first one you remember?
Yeah.
Well, everybody gave 2. Give us your second one.
I don't even know.
You don't even know.
No.
When you got, like, say when you're a little bit older, like, what's the first, like, horror movie that spooked you a little bit?
I don't fucking know, but I know something else that spooked me as a child was that one episode of SpongeBob where there's that
Oh my
gorilla.
God.
Oh, my God.
That spooked me.
Can we all stop saying spooked?
Okay.
It's in the season.
What about the show Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yeah. I never watched it.
I actually used to watch that and like grip my sheets and like it's like he can get it this time. He can actually like make Eustace like him.
Actually, yeah, I'm going to change my Zathura answer to Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
There was one episode in particular, I think not even just me, but a lot of people that viewed it, that scared them the most. Was that episode about King Ramses.
I don't remember that one. But.
So, the backstory behind that episode, spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it, including you guys. Well, there was a piece of King Ramses' tomb that had been stolen. Well, let's just say, did it scare you again?
A little bit. I just saw orange.
How many times is that now, Jax?
I don't even know.
About a dozen.
Anyway, so the piece of King Ramses' tomb gets stolen, and these 2 robbers get caught by his curse, and they end up passing on. Well, eventually, Eustace finds that same slab. Well, there's 3 curses on it, I think. It was flood, sound, and then I think it was like some type of bug. I think it was like some type of like killer hornets or something that can like rip through houses and shit.
Yeah.
Ripped through their house. They ran out of curses, and they think that's the end of it. Well, Ramses fights back again, brings back the hornets, takes Eustace, takes back the slab, and he is now engraved in Ramses' tomb. Once again, spoiler alert.
Well, if it is my turn.
Yep.
This was my first fear. Chucky.
Chucky?
Yeah. 100% Chucky. And the thing is that I've been actually itching to watch the Chucky series on, I think it's Peacock or HBO Max.
Yeah, they've actually released quite a few Chucky movies recently in the 2000s.
Yeah. Fucking, was that right here, Seed of Chucky? That was the most ridiculous one.
Yeah.
That one almost looks like...
Hey, and guess who has all the Chucky movies made?
Nice.
Yeah, that's why we don't watch them.
There was Curse of Chucky. Then I think there was Cult of Chucky.
Yeah. God,
which one was
so
which one
many.
was the more recent one? Was that
Cult?
Cult? When was that?
Chucky.
What, 2017?
Something like that.
I think
2016, 2017.
Yeah, but now you have that. They even approved it for a second season. They have that series. Is what I was talking about.
Nice.
But on top of that, then I never watched this movie.
Hellraiser?
Yeah. I never watched this movie, but for some reason, Pinhead always freaked me out. And I hate it. And there was a guy that came up I think, came up to the house on one of the Halloweens with a really good, I mean, as a kid, really good pinhead thing, and I would not leave my fucking closet. Like, for some reason, I didn't like them. You want to restart that? Because I know that's probably... And then the other one is obviously Freddy fucking Krueger.
Yeah.
Now,
A dream demon that can kill you while you're sleeping.
yeah.
Ugh.
Now, and I watch these movies late. Like late in life. Like I remember watching what was it? 1 or 2, I think, is the one where like they tore the tendons out as like puppets. Like out of that one hospital. I think it was 2.
What, in the hospital?
Yeah.
I think that's 3.
Oh. Well,
because 3 takes place in a mental institution.
that was probably it then. But I mean I watched all these late in life because I was so petrified of him, you know.
See, honestly,
and my dad actually got me a plastic version of the glove.
Nice.
And it kind of helped with my nightmares. But I knew they were plastic. Come on, don't try and church it up for me. Okay?
See, the thing is, like, I never got into the Nightmare on Elm Street, but one franchise that got me hooked was Friday the 13th. Jason Voorhees.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Like, you see that motherfucker coming at you, like this big, undead ogre-sized of a man wearing a hockey mask and a big-ass machete, knowing that it is damn near impossible to kill him.
One of my favorite times going into the movie theater, like as a you know, going to the movies and actually watching a movie and experiencing it, is Freddy versus Jason.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I saw that in theaters.
Okay, this question, I'm going to ask a question. This one kind of goes to Nate. First off, have you seen all the Friday the 13th movies?
I have most of them, but I haven't watched all of them.
Okay, the ones you have watched all the way through, which would you say was the best and which one would you say was the worst?
I can't really remember.
Are you going to say, was it Jason X in Space is probably the worst, right?
That or the 8th one, which is Jason Takes Manhattan.
I've only watched like the original couple.
Man, honestly, I can't really remember.
That's all right.
Yeah.
But Jason X
Because
was pretty bad.
The box set that I have of them was a drunk purchase off of Amazon.
Fair enough.
So
I'd have to say
I like it.
Probably my favorite Friday the 13th movie was the 3rd one. Because if you remember the first one, the killer was actually Pamela Voorhees, which was Jason's mother.
Yeah.
The second one was Jason, but he had that bag over his head with the one eye hole.
I do remember that.
And the third one is where he acquired that famous hockey mask.
Really?
It was the third movie where he acquired the hockey mask.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's your little fun fact of the day.
Yeah, there we go.
Learn something new every day, folks. Yep, it was the third one.
I just remember sexy ass Kelly Rowland, and was it
well, and what's
Freddy vs. Jason?
What's crazy is like the girl who who decapitated Pamela Voorhees in the first movie.
Yeah,
can't remember who that was. She, I believe, was the first victim in the second one by Jason's hand.
So wait,
anyone
she cut off the head in the first one.
She cut off Jason's mother's head in the first one.
Okay, and then the second one, That's where he went after.
Jason found her first, and
Gotcha.
yeah.
Jax,
What?
what you doing, buddy?
Nothing.
Hey, you know what no one ever talks about around Halloween?
What's that?
It's House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, and Three from Hell.
Ooh.
Devil's Rejects is one of the best filmed and directed movies of all time. I think. I mean, yeah, they get a little long at the end, but I think they did that because the length of the song. Right? And it was appropriate.
Because, I mean,
there was no other way to do it.
That's a 9.5 minute long song.
There was no other way to do it. Agreed?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
But one of my favorite scenes in that movie is, and it's a brutal scene, is if you remember that country band that they came across and assaulted.
Oh, yeah. At the motel.
Yeah. Otis, the one with the beard and the long stringy hair.
Yeah.
Takes him out into the middle of nowhere and stands over one of them and looks at him and goes, "I'm Willy fucking Wonka and this is my fucking chocolate factory."
Yeah, I remember that. I think I only watched, was that Three from Hell or whatever, the sequel or the prequel?
No, yeah, it's a sequel to The Devil's Rejects.
Well, I think I only watched that one time, and I saw that you had it out on your table the other night.
Yeah, because I watched it the other night.
And it's like, I don't remember. It didn't really, capture me the way that Devil's Rejects did.
Me neither, but I still liked it.
Maybe I need to watch it again.
I mean, that's another movie we can watch,
Yeah. I mean, hell, today is Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it again before Halloween is officially here,
No, Halloween is here.
Oh, yeah.
I think one actually, you know what? I'm gonna backtrack just a hair. And I remember, if we ever talk to my friend Justin down there in Florida, he'll remember these. He would love to collect all these horror movies and shit. Right? He was one of those guys. And I remember there was one that always freaked me the fuck out. Darkness Falls. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, that is one of the worst goddamn movies I've ever fucking seen in my life.
For some reason, it scared the shit out of me. And then that, and then The Hills Have Eyes, the first one.
What are the remakes?
Yeah, I don't know. Here, I'll try and find it for you.
No, you don't have to try to find it. I mean, just say if it's the remake or the original.
I don't know which one you're talking about, though.
I mean, it'll be kind of obvious. I mean, the original came out in the 70s.
Okay, then the new one. Yeah, that one.
The remake?
Yeah, the remake.
Okay. Nate, honest thoughts on the Halloween movies directed by Rob Zombie?
I loved them.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
See, mine's a little on the 50-50 scale. Because I think with his, it was way more gory, I think, than people anticipated it to be. And it's some of it was completely off track of where it was when it started.
But yeah, a lot of people that went to go see those movies didn't realize that before he did the first Halloween, he did House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
And both those movies are gory as fuck. I mean, every R-rated movie that he came out with, his horror movies, when he would submit them to the motion picture people,
Yeah.
would get an NC-17 rating. Like, he would actually have to tone down shit.
To get an R rating.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's why with his horror movies, he has so many unrated versions of them. Is the original NC-17 version.
You got to think that he has to actually like play the game, like with like the higher ups and the production companies and stuff. And if it's a success, then boom, then he can release his
The unrated.
like the unrated and this, that, and everything.
Whenever
and that's where he's going to make his money because those motherfuckers were too convoluted to understand what he was trying to do.
Right. And, which makes it more weird, is his Monsters movie. The Monsters. He's directing a Monsters movie. Comes out later this month.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't wait for it.
I can't
actually
either.
forgot about that, dude. Thank you for reminding me.
And the weird thing about it is, it's rated PG.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Rob Zombie is directing a family-friendly film.
I'm going to have to insert the...
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
front.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah.
Oh,
Got
you're
him.
talking...
You understood it.
Yeah. Any hooties. Oh, man.
That's crazy, though. Rob Zombie's directing a PG movie.
Watch. He's going to come out and it's going to be like an NC-17. The same version of it. It's like if he did Scooby-Doo and like the first scene of like his version of it is like him like eating cat turds and like fucking a goat.
Oh, God.
No,
Why'd your mind go there?
Because it's NC-17. Come on, it's Halloween. Get with it.
Fair enough. Yeah. I agree with Sarge.
But now I lost my goddamn train of thought.
I'll just back off for the Nate and Tate show. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
A horror icon I do like is Leatherface.
Ooh. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Can't go wrong with that.
I even like the remakes.
Did you see the most recent one?
Yeah, and it was kind of hit or miss.
Yeah.
What was the remake before that? Was with our boy Ermy, right?
Yeah, the remake before that was a fucking prequel to the remake.
Yeah.
The actual remake came out in 2003, and then 2006 they released the prequel. And
I told you this motherfucker is a fountain of knowledge.
in the fucking prequel to the remake, the one that came out in 2006, one of my favorite lines, and this is before you even see Arlie Ermey's face.
Yeah.
But it's his voice. They found a Leatherface in a dumpster.
What, as a baby?
Yeah, and brought and a female brought him home, and Arlie Ermey goes, "That is the ugliest thing I've ever seen."
Golly.
Man.
That's one scary looking motherfucker.
Yeah, it is. A lot of concept art here.
And I mean, he's actually human too.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this pig motherfucker?
I don't know. It's not Leatherface.
Do any of you guys know of a horror movie icon by the name of Smiley?
No.
Look it up.
Smiley?
Look it up.
You know, with that chainsaw of his, I wonder if he can do great ice sculptures.
It's a Leatherface Funko Pop.
No.
I know what to get you for Christmas.
Yeah, Leatherface Funko Pop.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're really happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, he is really loving what he's doing.
I mean, what's going on with this feller?
That was good.
What the fuck's going on with this feller?
That was good.
You know what that makes me think of, dude? There was that
A
game.
trip to the dentist office is what it makes me think of.
Flag that. Flag that right now. That was fucking funny.
No, what I was thinking
that
was
good.
I was thinking of that. Remember that video game back in the game, Manhunt? Remember that game, Manhunt?
Yeah.
Did you ever play it?
What, video game or just like?
It's a video game, Manhunt.
Oh, video. No. Video game, no.
No, yeah, you always play Manhunt when you're kids, like out in the
Duh.
woods and shit. Yeah, but no, Manhunt was like, it's hard to describe. You had to like make it through all these sections of like a prison city, kind of like Arkham Asylum, I guess, or Arkham City, but you had to like take out like all these like gangs and like leaders and shit. But they were all really bad murderers, and you were a murderer. It's a prison city. It was really fucking freaky. And if you play,
Jax, please tell me you've played like the real life Manhunt, right?
What?
Have
With, like,
big hide and seek game, Manhunt?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, what?
Good. Just making sure you had a good childhood.
I never have.
Manhunt?
No.
No, it was always scary to me.
Ooh.
No, but when I was a child, I rode bikes and played with sticks.
I did that too.
Remember those sticks that looked like guns and you pretend they were guns?
Yep.
Oh,
Now,
fuck
see-
yeah.
No.
There it is.
Or the fucking the guns that look like cigarettes or cigars. And you put 'em in your mouth and just like,
Oh, yeah.
No, see, Manhunt for me growing up was always so fun because me and my buddy who lives a couple doors down, we always had that one spot where nobody could ever find us.
Yeah.
Ever. We still, to this day, are undefeated.
So this was apparently from Rockstar Games. That game, Manhunt.
Really? This from Rockstar?
Yeah, this is the first one.
I would have never thought this was from Rockstar. Wow.
It's not really giving you a lot of gameplay. Oh, that was a shitty version of it. Hold on.
you're a shitty version of it. I mean that with all due respect.
Shut up. Yeah.
But then again, you gotta think. I mean, Rockstar also did Max Payne.
That is true.
a freaky ass game to me.
James Earl Cash, found guilty and sentenced to death, has been on death row for the past 3 years and was executed last night.
You've had an unexpected reprieve. Do exactly as I say, and I promise this will be over before the night is out.
This looks fun.
Yeah, it gets into it, man.
I know a game I'm going to be buying when I get paid.
Not this one?
No, Manhunt.
Oh, yeah, Manhunt.
Because I can buy it on my PlayStation.
Now, see,
That's true.
when I was growing up, I would always go to my grandparents' house, and they'd have like one of those really old school, like big block Nintendo arcade games.
Yeah.
And on this game, there was like two different like Mario games. They had like the Goonies.
Oh my God, they had a Manhunt 3. I'm sorry, go ahead.
They had the Goonies. They had a soccer game, a golf game. But one of my personal favorite games was a game called Double Dragon.
Ooh.
Have you heard of that?
I think I have.
So you're playing it's like a street fighting game.
Yeah.
Like it's an old pixelated street fighting game. So your girlfriend or wife or whatever is assaulted and kidnapped by this gang, and you have to defeat them in order to find her. Like at one point it's like, yeah, you can only use
it's Mario, but in
Chinatown. No, it's literally just like straight up alleyway bare knuckle brawl.
Yeah. It's like one of those arcade games.
Yeah, but oh my God, dude, it's so fun. Like the longest I think I ever played Double Dragon alone was about 3.5 hours.
That's not bad for a game of that stature.
Well, and the thing with this game is like it's one of those old coin operated games, but since it was in my grandparents' house, they tricked the system where you could just open the coin slot. And there's a little red button on the inside, and if you keep pressing that until the 4 letters up at top are all 9s, you have at least, I think, 2 hours at a time to play before you have to reset it.
Really?
On top of that, like they had a pool table in the basement, a bar, computer, a foosball table, an old school like slot machine.
So I need to live up to that, huh?
And my grandfather had like an old school like miniature train set that he built.
Oh, dude. Can we talk about how badass little train sets are?
Dude,
Yeah.
this train set,
fucking Beetlejuice. I mean, that'd be a cool thing to
But-
have.
Go ahead, Sarge.
I want a train set.
But this train set was
Let's go to a hobby store now.
But literally, when I say this train set was fucking huge. Like I'm talking,
Probably the size of the studio.
not that big, but like say from where the corner that wall is right over there. Actually, I think it was about as wide as this room, and it went back probably to where Nate's at. Yeah. But there was a little like tunnel underneath you could crawl under and be like in the middle of the table, and you could control it all by remote.
Yep.
It was fucking awesome.
I need a train set, and I need a conductor's hat to wear.
Oh yeah, my grandfather had one. He'd use his old like police hat as the conductor's hat.
Do you need a train whistle too?
Yes.
I've got one somewhere around this house. Like those old like wooden whistles. Like, yeah.
Well, then if you go around to the other side, there is a jacuzzi, like a big indoor jacuzzi, a flat screen TV, old school Xbox 360, a Nintendo 64.
I still have my 64 somewhere.
And oh my God, what's that really old video
looks
game
fun.
system?
Are
Jack said it. He looks fun.
Are they still with us?
They are not.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
Yeah, me too, man.
My grandma, she went 2018. My grandpa in 2019.
No, because I was about to say, let's go over there right now.
Yeah, they passed, and my aunt started living in the house. I want to take that arcade game so bad, because it's a big piece of my childhood.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out what this old video game system was that we had.
Project. We need him alive.
What was it?
Fire drill, huh? Maybe we need to give him the real thing.
Run, motherfucker, run, motherfucker, run.
I got it.
Remastered version of it, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, Mr. Commando, you see another way into this place?
Yeah. Huh. My grandfather also had an Atari.
That's badass.
Well, they had two. They had one down in the basement for us, and then one for his own personal use.
Oh my god.
And the way he holds a gun sucks ass.
I want to learn more about this Smiley motherfucker right here. Directed by Michael Gallagher.
I wonder if he can watch movies.
Oh my
He
God.
may have to lay on his side. Yeah.
Dear
His vision
God.
would be like an equal sign. You know what I'm saying? Be like
All right, let's see this.
Let's go look at this.
Is that DC Kurt?
No, that's Keith David. I love him.
Fucking love him too.
I'll let y'all take a look at this. I've seen this before.
Maybe two. You don't know. And you say that all these murders were performed by the same guy, this Smiley, who wears a mask.
Did we just kill somebody? Did I just kill somebody? I don't know.
You called Smiley and he came. Something's been awakened, like something's been born.
He chased me and he got me and he ripped my shirt.
This never happened. What if he comes for the people who call him? Have you thought about that? Everything's gonna end.
I just want to stop.
Stop trying to find out what it is. You're bringing it to us.
Are you on the wrong end of some kind of prank?
Smiley's trying to kill me.
Damn. Want more Smiley? No, thank you.
That movie looks fucking boss.
It does look good.
It is a good movie.
Damn. Where can we watch it?
And he has a...
Honestly, that's a good question.
Here,
I don't know.
Or hold on, you can just search that up and go to.
Yeah, I can.
Well, I can just look it up quicker on here. Don't you worry yourself, sir.
Just look up Smiley and you can go to the front page of Google and it'll show you what it's on.
Yep.
Nope, nothing.
Damn.
Vicks. Sounds like dicks.
Oh my God.
Look, go down. Go down. It says watch. Everything you can see is right there.
On Vix?
It's free.
I'll think about it.
It's too much effort to watch a movie.
I know, right? See? We're all spoiled. It's too much effort. See? That's called a callback. All right. We're going to take a break, I think, and then we'll come back and close it out. If not...
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Actually, you know what? We're not going to fucking close it out this time. We're just going to let it keep going because we still need to get Mom on here.
Oh, yeah.
And then... yeah,
because you did say you want this to be one of the longest episodes.
Man.
Well, did I tell you the the stipulations?
I don't think so.
My mom said if I go up there and program her Fire Stick, then her and maybe even Cliff will sit down.
Oh shit!
Right here.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Not only that, but we are gonna try and get Duke Bowers on here.
Oh yeah.
And that I need you here for because you're the wrestling aficionado.
I can be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let me know when. I'll try.
I wish I knew.
I'll try and get in touch with Conway again and see if I can get him over somewhere. But yeah, regardless, take a break.
All right, we're back, and now we actually have a special guest. We have Mr. Cory Pollard from House Productions.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, man, he's the one that actually helped me set up the studio and everything.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Dude, y'all came a long way.
Yeah.
It's really nice in here. I love it. I love it. And we got Sarge here, too, which is exciting for me. It's the first time I actually got to meet Sarge. So.
Yeah, it's pretty rare that he actually comes in while the sun's still out. Yep. Okay. So you were just on the phone with a buddy of yours talking about Louder Than Life.
Mm-hmm.
You said, you said you had a bunch of people out there.
Yeah, just a bunch of friends we work with around town. I mean, like, Louisville is kind of a tight community whenever it comes to our technicians and guys who actually do work. You have a bunch of lower level slum stuff too, but...
But I was wondering if they were people that were directly employed by you or just like a community, like you just said.
It's just more of a community. I do have a crew that is out there that is running one of the smaller stages as well. It's like a DJ stage that we have set up out there.
Oh, okay. Like
and
an intermission type entertainment?
Kind of. It's like the backside of the festival, so if people are not feeling that band, they want to go back there, have a drink at this little bar area. And then
that almost sounds like the rave thing at Woodstock.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Did you watch that documentary?
Oh, all of them. Every single documentary on Woodstock, from the first to the most current.
I watched that one. What's the name of the one that you told me to watch and I did? Or you watched it with me?
Trainwreck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trainwreck, yeah. Dude, I don't know. It's like they came out with 3 in the last couple of years, I would want to say.
It's almost like what they did with was it the Firefest. Like there was like 4 or 5 of them all over the place.
Yeah.
It's funny how they do that because they did it with that magician, the Amazing Jonathan.
Oh yeah.
Check this shit out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know who Steve Byrne is?
No.
He was a comedian. He did a show called Something and Sons, where he was his Asian father and white mother owned a bar.
Okay.
Sullivan and Sons. That's
okay.
I think that's what it was called.
Okay.
But he's a pretty good comic. You know, like he's on he's good friends with Calta down south, and he's on YMH. You know, every now and then. But he's been delving his toe into directing. And the thing is that he always looked up and admired Amazing Jonathan. Do you know who that is, Amazing Jonathan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you know that he had, like, that debilitating disease, right? And he eventually died from it.
Oh.
Like, he lost, like, toes and, like, he had, like, really, really bad... I forgot what the disease was. To where, like, on the documentary, you see him smoking crack.
Oh shit!
Like, and he was taking like back alley stem cells, and his toes grew back.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Let's check this out. So Steve Byrne wanted to make this documentary about Amazing Jonathan, and he was kind of like, he's fucked up on crack. I mean, and he's almost dying.
Right. Yeah.
But not only that, but there was a competing documentary crew trying to, you know, like, so the documentary actually ended up being more about the battle with the other crew.
Oh, wow.
Than about Jonathan. Because by the time they got done with him, he was too tired to talk or anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it was a really interesting story. I know he told it on YMH. But yeah, like when it rains, it pours when it comes to like documentaries about one single subject.
Right.
But that
Right.
one about Woodstock, man, that blew my fucking mind. Because
Crazy,
I only
right?
knew a little bit.
Crazy.
I only knew a little bit. And I think one of the funniest parts was not only the guy driving the van into the crowd,
Yeah.
you know, and there was a most likely underage rape or whatever in the back when they opened the door. The funniest part was when there were fires because they were trying to do that candlelight vigil, which is the stupidest move of the entire
You
goddamn.
added that element to the party.
Yeah,
You know?
and the thing is, they said, I was like, oh, you need to calm these guys back down to Anthony Kiedis. And they played a fire,
Yeah.
you know? It's like, it's not my problem.
I just hated how they try to blame the artist. Like, they're like, oh, well, Fred Durst started this. It's like, well, you have to understand, you paid that band to come up there and play this amazing set that was their style.
Mm-hmm.
That you asked them to perform their show. And then once they, of course, play their hit song, then, yeah, of course the crowd's going to go crazy. But you can't blame the artist for that. I know they told Poor Fred, hey, dude, let's tame the crowd. It's getting
But the
too
thing is,
wild.
you're playing at that show with the last heyday of like lawlessness music.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, what do you expect?
Yeah.
They got the biggest names for this festival for a money grab, and that's all they cared about was that the money was coming in.
Yep.
In every sense, you know.
That's what
But
it was.
so they didn't even do research on the bands. They had to try and tell
They
Korn
let
to calm down.
MTV take control is what happened. Whoever is big on MTV right now, that's who's going to be there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a riot.
Agreed, yeah.
You know?
I like to think that it's a little bit more under control nowadays. I mean, I know you're in the industry.
It has to be, man. Like, it's kind of a scary thing. Like, we've had a gun threat on site before. And,
Like at your studio?
No. At, like, on a big music festival. we
Really?
had. Yeah. And it was just one of those things where we had to shut down the entire festival. No bands could move forward. And it was just, you had to go into lockdown mode. You know, you have to. Nowadays, like, that's kind of how it is, especially after that whole Vegas country music festival
Oh, the guy that
shooting.
was popping people like neighborhood
Yeah.
sniper type.
Right.
Yeah.
You
What was
know?
that, Luke Bryan or somebody?
No, I think it happened during Jason Aldean. I think
that was it.
Yeah,
that was it.
No, because I watched a documentary on it. It's a short little half-hour documentary thing I watched on it on a Hulu. It was like an ABC News special.
Yeah.
Or
Like 60
something.
minutes or something.
Yeah, I think I watched that same one. Kind of showed how he did it, what window he was in, and all that craziness that he had going on. Like,
When people go through that kind of like planning,
Mhm.
I mean, I think most people can like understand crimes of passion. I mean, I've had exes to where I could definitely see myself seeing red and killing them, you know?
Right.
I like to think I've grown since then, but like to think that. But that takes planning and
it's crazy, man.
Cunning, you know, and like a lot of pre-planning.
Yeah.
That's the scary part to me.
So,
Almost,
and
almost
like-
as much as the violence itself.
A lot of people are thinking, like, where would I be in that situation? It's like, well, I'm in line at the taco stand because I've had too many beers and I want some, tacos, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, where am I? Well, I'm up on stage or I'm out at front of house, which is the big area that controls the entire PA system for the crowd, And it's like, well, what can you do? Because we're kind of confined in. Granted, we have an easier route out because there's a bunch of barricades, so we can just walk through the barricade.
But you're
and
also
go.
surrounded by equipment that's not exactly bulletproof.
No, unless you're behind an amp rack for like our big PAs. Like those would be the safest
like
thing.
with all the big-
amps, they're huge amp racks, and it's just magnets and huge
Yeah.
chunks of metal in there. So it's like that's
And
probably,
plus the case would probably. That sounds like MythBusters missed out on that one.
I think they did. I think you're right on that.
I've been binge watching MythBusters. Like,
oh, dude, they're awesome.
Dude, it's the
love
best.
it. I love it.
Have you seen that chain reaction show that they tried to do? It was like two teams try and build a Rube Goldberg machine
Oh,
at the same time, and then
yeah.
it didn't last
Yeah.
very long, but it was really cool. I like the one where they give them a theme
Yeah.
for every episode. And one of them was for it had to be representing speed.
Yeah.
So, and it was a bunch of college, like, real rocket scientists, and then horror movie makeup artists. the horror movie makeup artist was like the whole rabbit and tortoise race.
Yeah.
And the tortoise dropped off right after they started, and the tortoise was trying to kill him the entire time, and he saw like blood and shit. It was pretty bitchin'.
That's pretty sick.
But
I love it.
But yeah, like let's talk about some of the things that you've been working on recently, and I'm gonna go as far back as when we first met. Thank you, Johnny, for the introduction.
Yeah.
He was just here on episode 49.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
So I guess to you listeners, last week.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sick.
Continuity, guys. Continuity. You told me that because I told you how much of a fan I was of YMH and Tom Segura, and he said, "Oh yeah, I just did his show at the casino."
Yeah,
and it was the casino is the show that me and Nate went to.
Yeah.
And it's like, tell me about that, man. Like, how was a comedy show different than a music venue?
Than a music show, it's
like
kind of like
the biggest difference.
Right. Oh, it's huge. Well, it's like so let's say like we have just a 5-piece band and we're doing a rock and roll show, right? It's, you know, so many more inputs, so many more things that could go wrong.
Numerous inputs from the drums, and then like all the effects,
I mean, you're like 12,
supplies.
then you're up to 14, then before you know it, you're at 32. You know.
Yeah.
So you can get up to 32 channels, no problem. But
just for like a 4-piece band.
Well, about 5. 5-6-piece band.
A standard 5-piece. Yeah.
Standard. You can get about 32.
32 channels, man. Just inputs, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, just inputs, and then you still got your left, right, your sub fill outputs, and then if you got delay towers, depending on what type of scale of a show you're doing.
Delay towers. What's
yeah.
that?
So like any big music festival, you have delay towers behind front of house. And it's another array
Tell me what house
set
is.
of speakers.
I think it sounds like you're using an industry term.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So if you're looking at the stage, right?
Yeah.
There's behind you. There's a little area that has all of your mixing boards and your lighting consoles and all of that, and it's always in the middle, probably about 150 feet out for a large scale.
So when we like the actual sound engineers. Like right there, like towards the back. I think when we went and saw Segura the second time.
Yeah, and that's where we are. Like
that's house.
That's front of house.
Front of house. Okay.
Yeah, and then you got your backstage area.
Okay.
And, we can go over terms for a long while.
I just wanted to know like.
So to the listeners that don't understand where I am.
Yeah, PFP had this one guy on here who was talking about houses and like delays. I was like, I don't know, I tuned out. So, anyways.
Yeah, so you have delay towers behind that. That's just an extra set of speakers that is actually delay timed. If you can imagine, the source of the sound is coming from the stage, then it's got to travel 200 feet to get to these towers, and then you have to replicate that same power of delay.
You have to get it coordinated with all the other.
Okay. Delay towers. That's why they're delay towers, because they're delayed for
So
over
they're on
200
time
feet.
Because of the delay of info.
With that sound source coming from the speaker and going all the way 200 feet, how long did it take that to get there? Kind of back to the Mythbuster thing.
Yeah.
And then it hits that second set of speakers out in the crowd, and then it fires that off at the same time.
So is that the main way you can get like concerts so so loud?
Well, yeah, get them super loud and to make them sound really good.
Yeah.
So you can set them up, but if you don't delay them, then they're not going to sound good. It's going to sound like tuh.
Oh,
tuh.
yeah.
Versus
I've been at a couple shows like that.
Right. Versus the snare hit is tuh.
Yeah.
So,
but I guess to the original point, a comedy show, you don't have to worry about that so much because you mostly just have the one input. One mic.
For Tom Segura, what we did was we did 3 mics. So we had our MC mic. We had our Tom Segura mic.
MC is the guy introducing them behind.
That's on tour with him.
Yeah.
That says he's done this for so many years and his whole build up. And then you had a spare. You always got to have a spare. And that's just coiled up next to him on stage just in case that wireless mic goes out. We have a backup.
Well, I think when we saw him, and every time I've kind of seen him, he's always had a cord, I think. But I could be wrong. But anyways.
Yeah.
But you still have to account for the delay with just that?
In that room, yeah. Because there's actually, we have like left, right, sub, front fill, VIP for the top row of that
Oh, they have their own monitors up there.
So there's speakers up there. And then underback fills, which is where like the bars are and stuff.
Oh, when it filters through, like if you're grabbing a beer and you can still hear it and stuff.
And that all has to be delayed timed out as well.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. And then I guess the video guys would have to coincide with that if they had monitors. Like when I went to the Palace to go see Blackberry Smoke, you could see the stage if you were like running out to the bar or to the bathroom or something. So, man, I can only imagine what kind of shit show that is if you got people that don't know what they're doing.
And that's never going to be the case, especially in a place like the Palace.
Well, what about if you get like people like new guys or those just kind of like run around gophers until they get
exactly?
Yeah.
So I need
almost
you to
like
go
interns.
This exactly. Go get me these cables right here, cool, and grab me some coffee if you don't mind. That type. But I mean, I started there. That's where you have to start.
Well,
in
assumably everybody
industry,
does start there, yeah.
You have to start at the bottom. You have to earn your way up, And, like, I break a lot of hearts whenever I say this, but, like, for production industry, if you want to be an audio engineer, a lighting designer, or video, for that matter, it's better off to jump out into the field. Skip college. You just wasted 2 years, that much money on college.
Every radio host I listen to says the broadcast school they teach good stuff, but it does not mean dick when it comes to you walking into the
cabling.
door.
They're like, well, this is this cable. I mean, it's good to learn your terminology and what cable does what and what microphone does what.
The latest software, how to run a board.
Well, most of that don't get taught how to run a board. They'll teach you your basic signal flow and kind of push you out in the wild.
Okay.
But the thing is we've had people show up on big festival sites and they're like, well, I just did 2 years at this high prestige school. And you're like, cool. Okay, you see that heavy case over there? I need that from there to here.
It's almost like getting an engineer that never got dirt under his nails out there to fabricate a box.
Exactly. And it's not going to happen.
He's going to overthink it and then, like you said, like thrown out to the wolves. Mm-hmm. That's why I always respect engineers that started off sweeping the floor,
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And they're pretty rare nowadays because everybody goes to fucking college.
Yeah, but in this industry, it don't matter because you're coming out as a new guy, and no one knows who you are.
Is golden.
Exactly.
I guess. Yeah, same with my field, I guess. Yeah,
it has to be.
Huh.
And you earn your keep. It's
really?
like you have to, man.
What, like earn your keep? How? In like what sense?
Well, if you're trying to be an audio guy. Well, you need to be an audio guy. You need to be out there showing.
You need to be hungry.
You need to be willing. Like everybody messes up. I mean, everybody messes up. But the people that I hate the most, I'll be like, hey, go grab this NL4 cable and hook it up to the sub and to channel B of that amp. Now, most people are like, what did he just say? And that's fine. Now, let me break it down to you, and then I will tell you how to do it. And most people will be like, you know what? I know what he's talking about. I'm going to go do it. So then I look back 10 minutes from now. They're still standing there with an unknown cable in their hand going, what do I do now? What do I do now? It's like, but if you would have just stopped me and said, Corey, I don't know what you just said. Please explain it. I would have went over there and held your hand for the first time.
Yeah. But you better pay attention that time.
Exactly.
I'm the same way whenever I teach fabrication. Because, I went to school for it, but it was like a year course, just like familiar with the machines and learning how to actually lay down a beat. But they don't really teach you anything about actual fabrication.
Right.
Like how how the metal's gonna move. How all that comes with experience. And I'm thankful that I had a guy that was so cutthroat. Oh, he was a good old boy.
Yeah.
Florida cracker with a club foot. I mean, he would fuck it. Anyways, but like if I hadn't been thrown out to the wolves and like he wouldn't coddle me. Like if I had a genuine question, he'd tell me, but he'd let me try and figure it out myself.
Right.
And then like to the point to where it'd almost be like I get a job, I get a print, I kind of and then if I would actually come up to him and be like, this is what I think I should do, how I'm going to do it.
Right.
And then he said, try it, see if it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if I make a mistake, he knew I was going to make that mistake. And I was like, oh, I should have done that. It's like, yep, well, now you know.
Exactly.
Oh, there he is. Thanks for chiming in there, Sarge. Sorry, we're kind of talking shop.
No, I'm just listening.
Yeah. I just find it fascinating, dude. It seems like such controlled chaos in production,
So for me, I get the best of both worlds because I actually jumped in doing audio because I was in a band and no one knew how to run the PA.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were a drummer.
Right. No, I was a guitarist, bass player, and vocalist. I started as a vocalist. And then the band I was in, we was one of those bands that jumped instruments a lot. Like my lead guitar player would play bass. Our drummer
You
always
get bored
stayed.
of doing Meathead notes. Like, let me get on the kit real quick.
Right. You know, our drummer normally stayed there. Because he was the best drummer of all of us. He was Czechoslovakian. And his
I think we got a few listeners out that way.
Oh, I love it, man. I love it. And he just grew up on, Russian Dream Theater and like technical, really awesome drumming.
A real, like, almost like a European prog rock or something.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. And he was just such a really
Any of
good drummer.
that Viking or Scandinavian metal and shit?
A little bit of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff, I was like, y'all are kind of freaking me out.
Yeah, some of it, man, some of that stuff, man, I can get down with, but some of it is like, okay.
It's a little weird, yeah. But so, so it started with that, and then I figured out I was actually good at running audio, so I was like, I want to go to school to be a recording engineer. That's going to be awesome. That's going to pay my bills.
Not like live production in the studio.
Just recording studio only. So I did this like 6-month course. And that's, in the end, he had like an advanced course and all these other things. And you would go into the studio, and it was cool. He would, this is a dynamic microphone, this is an XLR, this is a compressor. But you would never really figure out how to actually patch everything. It's like, I want to unplug the entire board, the whole console, and repatch it and know why that went there and what that did.
Patch it as in like hooking it back up?
Hooking it back up.
With everything like in line and...
Right.
Yeah.
Well, why is this on channel 1? Things of that nature, And just dive in. And
you almost knew like the basic house, but not the intricate whys.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
And that's super important for audio anyway, because you have to understand the entire signal flow to problem solve. Like if you have an issue...
And to maybe even come up with a better way, more efficient way to do it. Yeah.
Exactly. Absolutely.
That's why you can almost tell, like, especially Sarge here, he could probably tell you, like, oh, yeah, we could tell that was the same producer as this album, but then they changed it because you could tell the difference in this sound.
Exactly.
He's a virtuoso, not fountain of knowledge when it comes to that kind of stuff, man.
Oh, and that's awesome, just to be able to listen to the way that snare drum was EQ'd versus that last album, like.
You say snare drum, I immediately think of Saint Anger from Metallica. That popcorn snare was awful.
Yes.
It sounded like he was hitting a trash can.
They wanted to. Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible. It was not a big fan of that album.
A tin can.
I was not a big fan of that album, but that was kind of during the era of them trying different stuff in the studio wise and all.
Well, I'm glad that they got their shit together. But
I agree. I love those guys.
The latest album or two was fucking phenomenal.
A lot of people don't like '90s Metallica, but I do.
It's because
I'm a fan of it. I love it.
The Black Album, Load and Reload.
Oh,
well, hell, all the OG fans back then got mad at them for doing a music video for one. That was their first one, and they say, "Oh, it's a ballad. Oh, y'all got soft," because like you listen to Ride the Lightning and like all the original shit, and it's like, "Oh, you changed, man. You changed." Well, yeah, they've been in it for God knows how 40 years.
But you don't want to make the same album twice,
But they're gonna evolve, and they stayed with the times.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but those guys like to say, "Oh, you're not a real Metallica fan." It's like, okay, fuck off.
Yeah.
You sit there and be a real Metallica fan and listen to the same two albums for the rest of your life.
What was the one that they did with the orchestra? I thought.
S&M.
Dude,
S&M.
that album was sick.
I think they did a second one.
That album.
Yeah, they did.
Sick.
They did. No, that first S&M album. That's the. I didn't know what it was.
Right.
But I saw it at I think a yard sale, and I begged my mom to get it for me.
Right.
And she did, and I listened to it, and it's like, this doesn't sound like the one that's on the radio.
Right.
And it's like, and then I opened up the booklet and read all that. It was like, that makes a lot more sense.
It was sick, man. I really enjoyed it.
Let's see, S&M album. Here, I'll bring it up.
Yeah, so while you're searching for that, so basically, like, once I went to school for all that, I realized that I was decent at studio audio engineering. And I had a good buddy at the time that was working on an album, really great musician, amazing vocalist, amazing songwriter.
What's his name?
His name is Bobby Wilson.
Bobby Wilson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good buddy of mine, and dude, it just sounded really good. So I started recording and stuff, just, because starting off, you have to start building your portfolio. You can't just walk into the top seat and be like, well, this is what I want to do. It's like you have nothing to back your support there. So and then like we got done with his album. He's like, hey man, and he slid me. I can't remember. Maybe it's like $200 or something. And he's like, here man, I really appreciate you doing this for me. And then I realized, hey, maybe I can start making some money off of this. And then it kind of started evolving. And then fast forward, I built 3 commercial grade studios. And the last one was a 1,400 square or 14,000.
Is that the one where you had the video on YouTube of you doing that board you got for free?
Oh yeah.
That's the one you have now.
Well, no, the one I have now is actually it's back to my home because now I'm doing it more for passion than it is for a paycheck.
The actual studio stuff.
The recording studio.
Yeah.
Yes.
But so your bread and butter is the actual production.
Live production.
Live production, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I told you before, when I was still, in high school in Florida, and I heard of Full Sail.
Yeah.
There, I think it was around Orlando.
Right, yeah.
And it was new to me. I don't know how long they've been in business, but they were, I was talking to the, was it a counselor, whatever it's called there?
Yeah.
The people that you talk to get in.
Yeah.
Whatever they're called.
The
and
admin or whatever.
Yeah. And I was talking to them like back and forth on emails. Like they were really good at getting back to you. But
it's
a $1 billion probably multi-billion dollar operation, and you think they have to upgrade all their stuff all the time because what I've learned
gotta keep current
since you've come and actually shown me the basics, and I've learned through doing and a little bit of research and shit is that, dude, it is just a constant wave of new shit. Like it's almost
especially nowadays.
Yeah, man.
Especially nowadays.
Oh, I've watched countless videos of like different producers, and how they do things. And
well, good thing is everybody's kind of going back to the roots of things, which is more analog style.
Yeah.
Because digital kind of start getting in the way, and then too much of it start flooding the market, and then people start getting sick of it. They're like, man, I'm always updating, but I know that this works and it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So why stray away from something that works so well?
Well, same thing can be said for almost like fashion or cars.
Yeah.
Hell, video games. You know, like people love to go retro.
Yeah.
They love to go vintage, and they go back to what worked.
Exactly.
And most of the time it's what they grew up on.
Yeah, a lot of it. Yeah.
But here, I was looking at this about the S&M album. It's just saying one of them, but there you go. All them producers.
It's a lot.
Bob
of
Rock,
producers.
I think it was him. And then bunch. But yeah, that was San Francisco, I think. Orchestra. Yeah, San Francisco Symphony.
Yep.
No, I listened to that album a lot.
Dude, that album's amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
But let's see. But okay, so we jumped from that to how you kind of went into what you're doing now, and you're doing studio stuff for the passion of it, and you do it out of your home, so you don't have to be away as much.
Yeah.
And I know you're away a lot.
And over there too.
Most of the time I'm talking to you, you're out doing something.
I'm always busy. That's for sure.
You said that I think the last time I actually spoke to you, you were Arizona.
We're going to Arizona next week.
No, the one you did before the.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Before that.
That was Bonnaroo, which was another Tennessee. And,
I know you're out west.
I was out west. I was in Phoenix.
That's it.
Yeah, we went to Phoenix. This will be our second round going out to Phoenix for Valvoline, the oil company.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent us out there, and we do pretty much just talking heads, what we call them in the industry. It's just people going up there, and they're discussing numbers and plans for the future. It's a giant meeting.
Like a panel, but like a big business meeting.
Yeah, huge presentations. We set up monster screens for it.
The ones you fall asleep at normal jobs.
Yes, exactly.
This is when you have to enroll in the new health insurance.
Exactly. Scan for this QR code. You can enter to win this. But I mean,
it's like a Comic-Con panel, but way more boring.
Yes, which they have their fun moments. They normally do like their 6 a.m.
I wonder if those are the those corporate gigs those comedians are always talking about.
Oh yeah, they have keynote speakers is what they call them.
Oh really?
Yeah, and then they can be a comic or motivation speaker or sometimes you'll have
Tony Robbins hungry.
Brett Favre will come up there and say a couple things.
Oh yeah, he's getting paid for that.
Exactly. It's just big silly money like that.
I heard something about Brett Favre not too long ago. There was some kind of thing about him doing guest speaking.
Yeah.
And I guess it fell through, and they were suing him for the money that they paid him, saying that he didn't follow through. But I guess he did. But I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But I guess he's but he's set for life. He's just paying the bills by doing this.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, trying to keep that generational
I mean,
wealth.
why not, man? I've worked with like old football players that I had to look up and be like,
drop some names.
Wow.
Drop some names.
I don't have any names to drop.
Oh.
I ain't got no names to drop on that. So,
Man.
But like we've worked with just a slew of just random people that you would never know. Like the dude who originally found the Titanic. I did work for that guy.
The guy that who's it? Randy Quaid or whatever his name played in the movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, Bill Paxton. My bad.
Bill Paxton.
Bill
yeah,
Paxton.
Yeah.
Why do I always get them mixed up?
Yeah.
God, didn't he pass away? Paxton.
Yeah, we talked about that last night.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it wasn't recorded, so now we did it, and we can move on. It's so hard to keep continuity on this, dude, but it kind of helps since I do all the editing. Like, I'll just sit here and listen to it.
Yeah.
And, like, I used to actually, what really would bother me, like, just a few minutes ago when I was looking up S&M and there was that, you know, what seemed like an eternity dead air.
Yeah.
I'd go in there and I'd crop that out.
Oh, yeah,
and,
absolutely.
and this, that, and other thing. But now that we have video,
Yeah.
and that's going the same time as
Yeah.
this, I have to be careful and flag whatever I do.
Yeah.
So whenever Jax puts the audio on top of that video, it has to match up. So that'll be interesting. That's why I'm trying to get.
Well,
this
what
up-
I normally do in those situations is I don't do any audio editing at all. I mean, as far as like levels, sure, things like that, but then I'll sync it to the video with no edits, and then I'll edit the audio and the video at the same time.
Oh, you merge them.
I go on and merge them, line them up, so we know there's no gaps, there's no room for fall.
So if you like have a selection that you want to crop out,
Yeah,
then you just crop the video and the audio,
At the
or
same time.
do you establish that audio on the video?
I merge them together.
Merge
So
them together.
It's one.
So you don't have to like select two things and make sure they
No,
match.
yeah, exactly. You just cut your video and it cuts all the audio.
So it's like
out
cutting
and
a
links.
sandwich after you put it together.
Yes, that's exactly
And
it.
instead of cutting everything into triangles. You heard it here
So-
first, folks. We just figured out how to be professionals.
Exactly.
Oh, I needed that piece of advice. But so, have you only worked with? I mean, how often do you work with like the comedian shows? Like,
Every once in a while, I wish I would do more comedy. Like we stated earlier, it's so much easier to do.
and I bet it's a blast.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's a good time. You know, there's a pulse there. You know, like and back to Tom Skira. Like I didn't even. Everybody's gonna shun me on this, but I didn't even know who he was. I didn't even know who he was at first. My bad.
Yeah, good.
I didn't even
Perfect
know
now.
who he
Thank
was at first. You know, I was like, so I had to look him up. Then I watched one of his Netflix specials. And
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, I fell in love. I was like, this guy.
Do you remember the first one you saw? Did he have a beard yet, or was it just
Oh
scruff?
no, he had the beard. He had the beard. It was one of his recent stand-ups. Is the one I
Oh,
watched.
probably Ball Hog.
I think it was Ball Hog.
Yeah.
But no, whenever we seen him, man, it was awesome. Really cool dude too. You know,
He seems like it. You
No,
know,
super cool cat.
I know he works his ass off. I mean, he's running that company. You know, like the YMH Studios. They have
Yeah.
a full thing now. They have what they have Danny Brown has a new show on there.
Yeah.
The rapper. They have Dr. Drew.
Yep.
His wife has a show, and then they do Two Bears, One Cave.
Yeah.
And then they have YMH, which is a
Yeah.
huge fucking. That's 5 freaking
dude, they kick
podcasts
ass.
out of one studio,
Yeah.
and they just moved to Austin. You imagine that transfer? Everybody had to move.
Yeah.
And they had. I think
Rebuild
still right now
facility.
they have 2 studios.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, at
whenever
that
they go
point-
back to LA, they
Yeah.
still haven't sold it. You know, so
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you go and have it? You know?
yeah, no,
It's
but I
already there, it's
mean,
built.
he seems like a real nice guy. I would love to just meet him for 5-10 minutes and pick
Yeah.
his brain. He seems like such a good businessman.
Yeah.
But not only that, but he doesn't overdo it to where he gets strung out.
Right.
He still finds the joy in not only the business but the comedy.
Yeah.
And pilots and like I mean this last live gig they did a bunch of self-contained like production. You know, like
Yeah.
the intro was him dreaming, falling asleep in the studio waiting for everybody, and he was dreaming of murdering his entire crew. And it was hilarious, and like special effects and he drops all the cash on this to do what he wants.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Nah, he's genius, man.
I mean, it's
I
like
love that
imagine
guy.
being
He's
able to have the means to do that, going around the country, making people laugh, and making the content you want
Yeah.
without any censorship.
Right.
Well, except for the public stuff, you know. But like, hell, that heavy hat, you know what that meant, right?
No.
When they do live gigs,
Yeah.
it's a live stream, and you pay like $10. Hell, right now you can go back and watch any of them. It's like $10 and you get it for a week.
Yeah.
But they do a heavy segment.
Yeah.
The most grotesque, bothersome videos you've ever seen. I mean, I almost don't even want to. Well, let's see. Which
like
one?
Church of Fudge, like that style of shit.
I don't even know what that is.
If you don't know, y'all need to just look that one up. It's kind of like what Blue Waffle, 2 girls, 1
stuff
cup,
like that.
style
Yeah.
shit, you know, Rotten.com type of shit.
Yeah, or like Ogrish and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, you could see people getting sprayed all over the walls by getting caught up in a lathe.
Oh.
I mean, you can. He was on one of them. He went really heavy into the gay stuff. There was 2 guys, really hairy bears, with prolapses.
Yeah.
And the guy filming was mushing them together.
Yeah.
I was like, and
that's
I actually have on my Twitter feed my old roommate.
Yeah.
I actually recorded his reaction to it because they'll check in with Twitter as they're doing it.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I got the heavy hat, heavy segment, because we love the heavy segment. You gotta. The last one they did was really penis oriented. I didn't like it. I think there was like a rod going in it, and what was some of the other ones? Do you remember? It's been a while. Been a little bit since the last one. But like his goal.
A lady was smearing poo poo all over herself.
Oh yeah, that was one of them. Oh yeah, and this one girl, it was like a porn scene, and she had him finish, like she held her eye open.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why would you ask for pink eye?
I don't know.
What the hell?
Hey, don't kink shame, man. Don't kink.
I guess. I guess.
Hey,
well, I remember. I can't remember.
There's a different
who
lid
it
for every
was.
boat. Okay.
I can't remember who it was, but some girl on stage pulled up a fan. The fan wanted her to piss on him. You know what I'm talking about?
We talked about this on another episode.
Oh, what?
It was the singer from Brass Against.
There you go. Like
I forget her name,
I
but
just remember watching that and loved
it wasn't even like the sexy squirt stuff. It was legit piss.
Yeah.
And he was loving it.
Oh, dude, it was so sick.
She straight up. Did you remember watching the video? It was hilarious.
But if you haven't looked up cake farts, that's the most hilarious fucking thing.
Cake farts.
Cake farts. It's these super hot chicks
that fart into cakes.
That like bury their ass in cakes, and then like super tight zoom in shots of the ass just pushing air. It's so disgusting.
It's like a puffer fish. Like.
Oh, they got some good farts. I was impressed. Like, you know.
I'm gonna isolate that one. They got some good farts. I was at our favorite, one of our favorite adult stars, Ariana Chechik. I know.
Oh, dude, she's hot. She's hot.
She'll go out and fuck fans.
What a trooper.
What a fucking.
Dude.
What?
I love her.
She's
even
such a
more
nice
now.
lady.
Such a classy lady.
Class act, man. A real class act. And she'll do it out in public. People walking by is like, oh shit.
I mean, I'd pay for that session. You know, like you know.
But like I know that she was like farting out rainbow cake, like in a unicorn onesie.
That a girl.
Oh man, girls got talent, man. You can't separate the art from the artist, y'all.
I'm telling you, it's just classy.
I don't know what brought me to do this, but I looked her up on YouTube one time.
Yeah.
Instead of the normal way.
Yeah, right of course.
And there was ones. Oh my God, she would be like on like a Zoom cast or whatever, and she would like join all these other. And these entitled fucking Karens were like trying to rip her to shreds and like shame her for what she does, and she's sitting there just sipping her straight vodka, just laughing, looking great, you know. And just like, hey, I feel empowered. And I definitely make more money than all 4 of you put together.
Yeah, no shit.
You know,
I live my life how I want to, bitches.
Oh yeah.
Fuck all the Karens. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Was it? There was a 2 Bears, 1 Cave live.
The names.
Dude, 2 Bears, 1 Cave should have been
The
ours.
names.
Should have been ours.
Yeah.
We're in a cave.
Yeah.
Underground. We're partially underground, and we're fat, drunk, and lazy. Or I am.
Sarge, what's your favorite porn of hers?
What, Ariana Chechik?
Hell yeah.
Well, that wasn't my favorite. I was just telling one.
I don't even know who the hell it is.
Oh, if you've seen her, you know her.
Oh yeah, she's one of the big porn stars.
She's like my latest ex, but like souped up, like in the Captain America machine, and like not nuts. Well, nuts in a good way, I guess.
Yeah, she'll do it. She'll do it all. She's one style porn
She is a
girl,
trooper. You know what I'd love, like, what I really noticed about, like, her and, like, a couple others is that they don't go, like, real heavy on, like, the plastic surgery.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get, like, huge, like, that stereotypical, like, 70s, 80s, 90s, like, huge tits or whatever.
Huge tits, yeah,
all the
it's
work.
like,
Because you know that shit, you know, once you do that, you're already struggling.
Yeah.
You know, so just take it as it comes, you know? Like, because
Yeah.
they'll call you a MILF at 29 years old.
Right.
You know, but she's all natural, and she doesn't cover herself with tattoos. Trust me, I dig
Right.
that.
Right.
But her, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something special.
Yeah.
Ariana, we love you.
We love you,
And we
girl.
are a fan of you here at
Keep
PFP.
doing you.
Yeah, keep doing you, girl. You know what? Keep pushing the boundary.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny. I just thought of a joke. I don't know how well it's going to come off, but PFP is actually how you spell some of the beginnings of her films.
Oh.
See, there we go. We should get
It is. Love it.
But no, what
Love
I was going to say was on the one of the Two Bears One Cave thing, because they were talking about it, how they
Yeah.
were big fans of like Christy Mack and this, like, you know, whatever. You know how Bert Kreischer is.
Yeah.
Like, he's just wild and whatever. But he said that they should direct a porn together. And it was going on like an ongoing joke for episodes. And
Right.
then when they finally did a live gig, they actually wrote their own scripts.
Mm-hmm.
And Bert Kreischer went first, I think.
Yeah.
And it was his wife.
Right.
Like, in there, like, reading it with him.
Yeah.
And who's that comedian girl? Whitney Cummings, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So he made like a threesome thing and like
Yeah.
time travel or some shit. He went really out there. But our boy Segura got Christy Mack out of retirement, and she was actually acting it out on the Zoom call and like reading it good, and it's just like, well done. Well done. It's like, man, I gotta get them kind of people to get big timers in there. I don't want to do a vocal ASMR porn or anything. I just want to pick their brain.
Yeah, right.
you know, if that's, pick something else, I guess.
Right.
But let's see. So what would you have to do to get? Is there anything that you could do to get more involved in comedy shows, or are those jobs like mostly already taken by other companies?
Well, so how it goes is for the comedian to make the most money, you just use house crew.
People employed by the venue.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, like, and that's how I got to work with him. I ran his monitors and his front of house.
And this was at the casino.
This was at the casino.
Is it Horseshoe or?
It's Caesars.
Caesars now.
Now.
It used to be.
Yeah, it used to be Horseshoe.
Yeah.
But it used to be Caesars before Horseshoe. Exactly. Yeah.
It
It's
used
hard-
to
it's
only
hard
be
to keep up.
And before you had to, all the gambling stuff was on the boat.
Right.
To make it legal. Now it's just like, okay, do whatever you
Right.
want. You're far enough away from schools.
Yeah.
But so, I mean, were you under contract from the casino, or
Yeah, so the company,
like on a retainer or something?
Well, the company that I work for, C&H, we're house, employees for like the casino, for Iroquois Amphitheater. We do
Iroquois Amphitheater. Where's that?
That's over Iroquois Park. It's over in Louisville.
Oh, because I know it sounded familiar.
Yeah, it's right down the street. But we have like certain hotels that we're in, art museums, some like 21C, like stuff like that. There's like a whole bunch of little venues and bars that we're in.
Oh my God, I spelled it right the first time. Check
Lucky
that
there.
shit out.
Yeah, there it is. That's it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's I like that.
Yeah, man.
You ever been there, Nate?
We do a whole bunch of big shows there. Like we get a good grade of B national artists that comes in there.
B national.
Yeah, B national. So like your A national,
B list.
B list,
okay.
right? But they're national. So you have like a national, and then you have more of like your underground up and coming.
Different tiers, I guess.
Yes, different tiers. So like Taylor Swift, she's on an A. Rammstein, A.
Okay.
But okay.
Well, as an example of a B would probably be like Blackberry Smoke, or like
Saving Abel.
Is B? Well, I guess now they're not really that relevant.
What would be a low B?
A low B.
A low B. So it's kind of like
Is there such a thing
a B.
as a C?
There is a C.
How far does it go down?
There is a D list.
I don't want to be on the D list.
The D list is
the
like...
D list sounds bad in every sense of the word.
It's kind of like your D lister is what we would consider like your local bands that are
One battle of the bands a few years in a row.
That's got a lot of local traction.
Yeah,
you know, like
they're still gonna pull, but not nearly
right.
as much.
You would say like the band in Louisville called Wax Fang. You know, great, amazing band. You know, but they're what you would consider a D because like anything lower than that, you're just still kind of the garage band.
Gotcha.
You know,
like they're up and comers and like
right.
The very pinch of an up and comer
right
that has some kind of a following is D, and then you work your way up, obviously.
And then you work your way up.
So you said this place you did mostly upper B's.
Upper B's.
So you said Saving Abel. Who else do you?
You know, like well for that we didn't do Saving Abel for that venue, but you know, like we did.
Oh, I like that.
Well, here's a funny one. We did the RuPaul Drag Show, right? The RuPaul Drag Show. That was a very interesting show.
Was it fun?
It was a blast, and that's an upper B.
I've been to a drag show at a tiki bar in Florida, and it was a fucking blast.
It was hilarious. It's
Dude,
great.
These guys like
amazing.
It's like, you better vote for me.
But also the production that's involved in that. That was 3 semis worth of shit.
Oh yeah, like
3
all the
semis.
glamour and like.
I mean, it was
lighting.
a whole semi full of just outfits.
Is it a traveling drag? Or well, I guess
Yes.
no. If it's RuPaul,
Yes.
then yeah, they have the money.
Yeah,
and
it's a tour.
So do they like? Okay, here's another question. For something that big,
yeah.
Like say, like okay, the drag show, or like let's say if it was like Ozfest was still around and it was coming in, and you were doing like whatever stage 1 or stage 2 or whatever. You know how like everybody's always heard that Rolling Stones travels with their own like convoy of trucks.
Right. Yeah.
So
it's your own tour. You have to.
But I guess they have their own sound people. But if you were working the venue, would you have to team up with their people?
And we do that all the time.
Really?
Yeah. So like for what I do at Iroquois is we bring the PA.
Okay.
So we bring the big sound system.
You run everything through the PA.
We run everything. Anything that the crowd is hearing is
runs
the
to the PA. Yeah.
Now, also on the stage, you have monitors, which is what's letting the band hear what's going on.
the slant monitors.
Right.
Yeah.
Ones that are on the floor shooting up at the artist.
Yeah, my little Ampeg that I had actually had a weird shape to it to where you could actually turn it over on the side and have it at a monitor. I mean,
yes.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
And that's exactly it.
I never had that whenever I performed.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was just us, just straight amp power.
Right.
That's why.
Would you pull up their event?
The same place?
Yeah, Iroquois, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because so I work with so many bands on the regular. I mean, you're talking I meet anywhere from 30
Kansas.
30 to 80 people at like in one weekend. It's a lot of bands. It's a lot of people. You're talking about tours, artists,
techs,
t-shirt merch. You know, I mean and then
social media people now.
Yeah, and then plus, you know, you're also meeting the people who's running the venue, who's doing security, who's doing
managers,
concessions, who's your tour manager, who's your site manager,
handlers,
who's your boss, who's your runner. You know, like there's a lot of people. Yeah.
Like to go get the rider, and you know, like the
yeah,
stuff
exactly. But they're hired as a runner. We call them the runner, and they have a van. They go to Kroger and pick up all the waters and all the veggie trays and all the things.
Oh my God! Styx wants 15 pizzas from Little Caesars right now.
Well, we did Fluffy's comedy show.
No,
we did Fluffy's.
I want to hear this. And where was this at?
This was at the casino as well.
Okay.
And his rider was hilarious. Like,
didn't he talk about it once or twice? It was something like only green M&Ms or something other.
It was brown M&Ms.
Oh, okay.
It was brown M&Ms. But like just the food list, it was like 3 deli platters. Now he had a section for him and a section for his crew on his rider.
Now the guy that always talks about is like, it was funny, huh? That was Felipe Esparza, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Have you met him?
I did not get to meet him.
Felipe Esparza, I think, is funnier than Fluffy now. He
was hilarious.
Fucking hilarious.
He was hilarious.
Man, and the thing is, he's a big dude. He used to, and he wasn't, like, he still smokes weed, but, like, the fact that he was telling, like, he was always on, like, PCP and speed. It's like, why are you so fat still? It's like, I like food. It's not a game yet. But no, what else was on the rider for Fluffy?
Man. I'm going to have to look that up. I know I still got that paperwork.
Well, this
So if you go back, I want to look at past events because, like, my point was that I was doing so many shows that it's hard to keep track of where I was and what show I did. And so
you should keep a diary or something.
I was doing that for the first handful of years, and that year was a couple years was awesome because it was a bunch of 80 hair metal band tributes. Poison, Bret Michaels, I worked with them way too many times. Rat, Motley, not Motley Crue, I'm sorry, Molly Hatchet, like just Boston, Kansas, I just like a whole bunch of the old
man after my own heart here, man.
And Wolfman, the drummer for Leonard Skinner, he has his own thing. I went out and did some shows with him. I got to do the last 3 shows with Charlie Daniels before he passed away. Yeah, I was his monitor engineer, so that was
really.
I'm on stage with the man. And
you're kind of like running back and forth, like doing adjustments and shit.
No, I'm just sitting at my console making adjustments. But they would set at me. They would look at me.
But you were assigned to him.
They would do things to the whole everybody. Mm-hmm. So like I would have the drummer that do this and do that. That means that he wants Charlie's vocal more in his monitor. So I'd give it to him in his monitor, and then Charlie would look back at me and give me a thumbs up because I know what his monitors need to sound like.
Gotcha.
He loved having all that fiddle in there, just a little bit of vocal, just enough.
So he didn't want to hear himself as much as his fiddle.
As much as his fiddle.
Well, that's kind of interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And his
it kind of makes sense, though, because if you're singing, you can almost kind of like feel it.
Right.
Especially if he's been doing those songs for that long.
Well, it depends, though, because now we're talking about Bret Michaels, where he wants all of his vocal.
Yeah.
And he's got side fills. He's got 8 wedges right in front of him.
I can kind of see that.
He is a poor deaf guy. Love the guy to death. I love the guy to death, but he is deaf.
Yeah. No, I was assuming that it was more along the lines of like the frontman ego.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially from the 80s. Mm-hmm. It's like he's like still trying to grasp onto that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Bon Jovi. They play things so slow and so lower keys now. Man, he lets the audience do most.
Bret Michaels was awesome to work with. Yeah. So the Modest Mouse show ended up getting postponed due to COVID.
Oh my God, Weird Al and Emo Phillips.
Yeah,
Emo Phillips is hilarious.
So a funny story about Weird Al. So we're sitting up in catering.
I love this. I need him on more often. These are such good stories.
So we're up at catering, and I walk over like a true fat boy. I go over to the dessert table,
Oh yeah.
And I'm sitting there. I'm like,
keeping it real, man.
We have a nice spread of desserts on the table. It's a good spread. So I'm like, all right, man, what do I want? And then I look to my left, and here's Weird Al, and his long, sexy, curly hair, like he's been rocking, Great guy.
Sounds like you had the vapors.
Oh, I did. I kind of got a little steamy.
Ooh.
So I look over at him. I'm like, man, I don't know. This is tough choices. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to need a bigger plate. So I was like, it's a good idea. So I looked down, and I noticed that there's this big plate with only 2 desserts on it. So I scraped those off onto the plate behind it, and I handed him the big plate.
Yeah.
I was like, there you go. And he's like, that's a good idea. So you start racking up on desserts.
I love it.
Like filled up a huge section of the plate, and then just walked out the room with it. Walked back to the bus, did his thing. Super cool guy, though, man.
That was Weird Al, huh?
That was Weird Al, man. He was just a humble
That
gentleman.
was that show?
That was that show with Emo Phillips, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, Nate, I don't know if you're familiar with Emo Phillips, are you?
No.
He's interesting.
Dude, he's been around for a long time.
He's
remember that show Crashing I told you about with, I forgot his name now. Great show, by the way. Mm-hmm. It lasted, like 2 or 3 seasons, and it's actually a tale of Pete Holmes is his name.
Okay.
He started off as a Christian comedian, and he went out to L.A. to become a comedian.
Right.
And this is loosely based on his life, and he like gets crashing, like he has to crash on people's couches. Like
couch surfing. Yeah.
He went from Artie Lang.
Yeah.
Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
T.J. Miller.
Okay.
Bill Burr and his wife,
yeah.
right after their first kid,
nice.
It's and dude, he's always trying to get in. What's that famous club in New York? The one that goes down, like almost underground with Bitsy.
I'm not sure. Not sure on that.
It'll come back to me. But anyways, he actually talks to Emo Phillips.
Yeah, Emo was a very dry character kind of guy. I enjoyed it.
Shit, hold on. We're going to stop for a second. Yeah, I had some leftover media from before. I think it was from a stinger I was trying to make.
That's all good.
But anyways, you know, Emo
Who else
Phillips,
do we have on there?
he has like this like weird haircut, like bowl, like.
I didn't know how I was gonna take him at first.
But he's so awkward.
Yeah, it's awkward comedy, but
And
it's good.
He's like 60 or 70 now. Dude, He used to be on Johnny Carson, man.
Yeah.
He's hilarious. Actually, I want to try and pull him up a little bit just to get. I want to show Nate actually.
Yeah.
I want to see his reaction to Emo Phillips.
Yeah, pull some of that up.
Yeah, but what were you saying while I'm doing this?
He was a very interesting.
Oh, Boss
character.
Skaggs.
Yeah, we did Boss Skaggs.
Kansas,
That was interesting.
That would have been a really good show. Blue Oyster Cult,
Yeah.
Kansas.
I've done that one a couple times.
Aaron Lewis. You would have liked that one, Nate.
I have mixed emotions about that guy.
Tell us about it.
So Aaron Lewis, to me, growing up, was always like, hell yeah, I love this guy. I loved him in Stain. And then he kind of went off and did his little country thing, and I was kind of like, it's all right. It kind of seemed like the band was over, so he kind of had to do what like Darius Rucker did in Hootie and the Blowfish, and that was respectable.
It's funny. I still call him by Hootie. Hey, Hootie!
Which is my dog's name.
Ha.
So, and I don't. It turned very patriotic way too fast. Like now, don't get me wrong.
Almost seemed pandering.
I'm all about support the troops.
Yeah, who isn't?
Right. I'm all about America. I love this country. Sure.
Oh, you're all about America? Okay,
I'm all about
that was my
America.
next question, by the way. If you're about America.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I live here. Why wouldn't I be?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not the worst place, right?
America, love it or leave it.
Exactly. There we go.
There's
I got a
another-
tattoo somewhere. Hold
See,
on.
he doesn't say things often, but when he does, it's gold. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, and who's your least favorite kind of people?
Gypsies.
That's right.
Gypsies.
There was a pink bus
and hippies.
Yeah,
Damn tree-hugging
there was
hippies.
a hippie bus last night at the figure eight races with
Oh,
all
yeah,
flowers.
yeah.
It almost looked like Kermit or Fozzie should have been driving it with all the Muppets in the back. By the way, the Muppet band, I loved it. You know,
Yeah.
like yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. But no, does it not seem a little pandering though? Like that he. I get that if he wanted to expand his repertoire or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
I
Which is
mean, that's
respectful.
healthy as an artist to
Right.
try it. You know, if
But-
it works, it works. If it doesn't, then you learn.
But the way
But
he-
it seems a little pandering, like especially now that you said it was a little bit too gung ho America.
Way too much.
Yeah, and it's hard to agree with that because it doesn't seem like it's genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Pandering almost.
It's to
especially
sell-
during the Trump years. That's when he did it.
It's to sell more albums and to get
Yeah.
more recognition.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Like for instance, his backdrop was a American flag.
Yeah.
The second part of his set was it was just him on stage with his acoustic, and he would just in between songs, "Fuck Biden" was one of the things that he would say. And like before you know it, you would look at the crowd and they're getting up and walking out of the venue because they're kind of over. It turned into a big political rally.
And the thing,
You
and that's
know,
why
it's
that's
like,
one of the
I'm not here for that.
one of the reasons why it's not on the rule sheet there, but everybody knows because I usually try and preface this thing if somebody's going to come in or try it out or call in. Other than like, hey, if you're not comfortable with it, how it
Right.
goes, I can always take out whatever you want.
Right.
And all you have to do is ask. Even after the fact, I can go back in and take
Oh,
it out.
yeah, absolutely.
You know, I
Yeah.
swear by that.
Mhm.
And that's a handshake deal. But the thing is that one of my rules
Yeah.
is we don't talk about politics unless it's funny.
Yeah.
Like something that happened. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he tripped today. Oh, you
Right,
know.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, oh, he
yeah.
shakes somebody's hand that wasn't there.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
And I'm the same way, man. I'm not a big
And
fan
no
of it.
religion. We don't talk about religion.
Nothing wrong with
we,
that.
We can talk about like theological shit.
Yeah.
You know, like deep stuff. Like, oh, what if this is like, what if it's a mixture of this? You know, like.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
You know, so long as somebody who's listening, and especially people that's doing it, still have a smile behind their mouth, or like if they're
Yeah.
not smiling, they're
Yeah.
ready to. You
Yeah,
know, like I
exactly,
want it to
yeah.
be entertaining, not controversial.
No,
I'm not a
nothing
shock
like
jock.
that.
I don't ever
No.
want to be.
No.
That shit was like
No,
over
not
in
at
the
all.
early '90s.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, I was just blown away that he wanted to be so patriotic and just it was all for
It's
album
pandering.
sales. Exactly. That's exactly what it was.
It
like,
is.
It's just a little too much for me. I lost a lot of respect for that man.
I was about to say the same thing.
Because of that.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, what do you think, Nate? Do you think it's pandering? I know we weren't there, but
A little bit.
yeah.
But also with the Aaron Lewis news, I heard that Stained may be starting to record a new album next year.
With all the original members?
Not the original drummer. He left after the last album.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, but I watched a documentary about the making of their last album.
Yeah.
And the drummer was a fucking dick.
Really?
Huh.
How so?
He was just in general.
Just like prissy and like.
Yeah, I mean, just in general, a dick.
Yeah.
I always kind of like their bass player. That's kind of because obviously I was like growing up and trying to learn like Mudvayne.
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
and
yeah.
a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers, dude. I'm so
I
chili
love
peppered out.
Yeah.
That and then like Flaw was really good at bass. And, you know,
Flaw was
like
awesome.
they're real technical into the metal, you know.
Yeah.
But I learned a lot of Chili Peppers for the technique.
Right.
You know, like the.
Yeah.
You know, but
yeah, Flea's the.
I always noticed that because I took bass lessons for a short while just to get the fundamentals.
Right.
Shout out Tony Hayes. I don't even know if he's alive anymore. But I remember seeing Stained perform on MTV or VH1 one time, and I was watching the bassist, and he had like this, and I knew like what basses were what, or I was starting to.
Yeah.
And I saw that bass, and it was a big old like, 5-string.
Yeah.
Like this badass bass, and it's
Yeah.
like wood finish, and it's like that motherfucker knows what he's doing. He's not playing to his full potential in his band. You know, hell, if a 15-year-old could or a 14-year-old could learn Mud Shovel just by listening to it, then
exactly.
it's kind of meathead notes. But yeah, Nate, this is Emo Phillips. That's when he was younger, and that's him now.
He looks like a goddamn fruitcake.
But no, he's I wanted to try and find a clip. Normal voice. Oh yeah, you know that's a character.
Yeah.
It's not often you get characters or like comedians that ride the caricature or character.
Yeah.
I think the only one I can think of now is Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yeah.
But that whole idea is brilliant.
Yeah.
Let's see. Probably good to go to the old school stuff.
Yeah.
It's an hour long.
Is it? Oh, it's no longer available. You hear it?
All right, then, we are back. My next guest will be performing at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase in Ann Arbor, Michigan from February 24th through the 26th. Please welcome very funny guy, Emo Phillips.
Thank you. Oh, it's so great to be back in New York City.
He hates them.
Yeah, I used to live here. Sometimes I miss it so much. I'll fill my humidifier with urine.
He hates them.
What do you think, Sarge?
I don't like him.
Yeah, that's one of his phrases. Right? Oh, wait.
I was so poor. Once I posed naked for a magazine.
All right.
Never been back to that newsstand. You can't be too careful in this town. I'm walking into the bank, and this man says, "Can you spare some change?" I said, "Why don't you get a job?" He said, "I have Alzheimer's." And I felt bad. I said, "Okay, remind me on the way out."
he's a character, man.
Yeah, it's a super dry humor.
Yeah,
weird.
I almost kind of like the dry humor, but yeah, I think I can do it for you, Nate. Here.
Hey, be quiet, Gypsy.
There you go.
That stare he's giving.
Yeah, okay. He don't like it. I didn't think he was going to.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he's a fucking goofball.
Yeah. That's the reason why not a lot of comedians do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he was, and that was, hell, this was in 2005. That's still kind of recent.
Oh yeah, he's still out and about. Like I say, he's out there touring with Weird Al. So
It said something here like new shows, upcoming shows.
Yeah.
Oh, shows as in like performance. I thought
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking TV shows for some reason.
Yeah. So I don't know. Got to
Let's
hang
see.
out with Willie, man. Willie Nelson was there.
No
Got to
way.
Work with Willie.
I bet my mom would love that story.
So of course, any guy who smokes weed has their bucket list of
Snoop Dogg, Willie
Willie,
Nelson, and
Woody Harrelson.
That
would be you know what? I'd almost want to
interesting.
be with him and Robert Downey, like in that movie Scanner Darkly.
Yeah.
But
those, I mean, those are your top two, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I got
Chris Christopherson, maybe.
Maybe. Actually, Christopher Walken will be my favorite. Dude, imagine how amazing that'd be to be stoned.
It'd be
with
like that
guy.
story that Kevin Pollak tells about him thinking that his car's alive.
Right.
Yeah. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I got to smoke with Snoop Dogg and Warren G all in one setting.
Are you fucking with me?
The best part is here's the best part. I didn't even know it was Warren G. I do that a lot.
Did you just randomly say regulators? Like, you know.
As he was getting called to the stage, yes. So I was sitting in Monitor World, which is on stage, and I'm sitting there with their touring techs, and we're just bullshitting. And it's been a blunt party all day.
Oh no!
8 a.m.
How do you do all of that?
I didn't. I let them do that. I was like, look, guys, I got way too much stuff to do. I'm hanging very heavy equipment over people's heads. Like, no, I got too much stuff to do. So then whenever it came closer to showtime, I'm like, we're ready to go.
I need to relax a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm good. So they fired a blunt and they passed it to me. So I smoked naturally. I'm not rude. I'm not going to say no. So then,
you never say no to an icon like that.
Well, I didn't even know who it was. He was just sitting next to me.
I thought you said it was with Snoop.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
So this is just with Warren G, right?
Okay.
And his crew. And we're just smoking. I'm just talking to this dude. The local opener is on there, some rapper. And I was like, what do you think of him? He's like, he's not bad. He's from Louisville, right? I was like, from what I hear, yeah. He's like, man, he's not bad. And we're just talking. We're just bullshitting.
And this
That's
is
all.
to Warren G about the opening guy?
Yes,
Okay.
this is to Warren G. So I still just think he's a dude, a part of the crew.
Yeah.
That's all I know, right? I thought he was a T-shirt guy. I don't know.
It's kind of interesting to think about if you didn't know that he was that famous, how like you don't get that anxiety.
No.
You're just shooting the shit with
You're
a
just
guy.
bullshitting with somebody.
God, that's a beautiful aspect.
And we clicked. And we were just talking all sort of stuff. It was just a good time.
I dare you to call him.
I wish I had his number. And so we're about halfway through. At this point, I'm leaning up against the case, and then they're like, all right, that was great performance by the opening artist. And they're like, all right, now everybody, let's give it up for the one, the only, Warren G. And then, of course, he runs out there, grabs his microphone, and I'm just dumbfounded. I'm like, did that really just happen? Was that Warren G? So that's when I screamed, regulators!
What if the story was his name was like something similar, and you were just so high to where you heard Warren G? That would have been an even almost funnier story.
Right.
Like it was like Lauren B. Or something, like some other like new guy. It's like, oh my God, it's fucking Warren G.
Right. So then we're
or his
watching.
rap name was like Warranty or
Right,
something.
Warranty, yeah, right.
It's like, oh my God, are you serious?
So I was pumped. He put on a great show.
Yeah.
So then, we're watching his set, and then the techs, of course, fire up another blunt,
Yeah.
And then I'm just sitting there in rotation. I go pass it off because I just feel that there's a present next to me.
And let me guess, you see those skeleton
And I
fingers
see the skeleton fingers
with
of
the long
Snoop Dogg
nails?
reaching in, and I was like, huh, that's Snoop Dogg. So he hits it, cool. And then he tries to pass it up to his tech, and his tech's like, not right now. I'm in the middle of something right now. So he passes it back to me, and I'm like,
Man, you fucked up the rotation.
So I hit that shit. So I was like, cool. I was in a full rotation with Snoop Dogg.
I bet you that was some powerful shit.
It was some good shit.
I bet.
I was stoned.
Oh, my God.
And so here's the best part. So then the next day I go into work, right?
Yeah.
And my boss is in front of everybody. We got like everybody together, and he's like,
This is the day job that you're talking about. Like,
Yeah, right.
You actually have like bosses and shit.
right, yeah, exactly. So he's like, hey Cory, I heard that you smoked weed with Snoop Dogg yesterday, and he had that attitude with him, And I was like,
Is there something you need to tell me?
right, and I was like, you know what? Yes, I did.
I'm not
Snoop
mad, I'm
Dogg
just
passes a
disappointed.
blunt, you hit that shit, and he just start laughing. He's like, I would have done the same thing.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. He's like, that's worse, boss.
Man, you could have been there, man. You could have had some of that sweet Chiba too.
Yeah, man. If you came out to more shows, maybe you'd be in the
rotation.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But no,
Nate,
that was cool.
Nate, you're raising your hand like I always ask you not to do. It's like you're a second-class citizen.
Chime in, baby.
Yeah, chime
Maybe
in.
I am. Which dead musician would you like to hang out with?
Oh, that's a
Dude,
good
Kurt
one.
Cobain, man.
Really?
Kurt Cobain for me.
He was always a mess, though.
I know it, and that's why.
Would you partake in the heron with him?
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not a big
Heron.
I'm not a big heron, fan.
No, we're
But I
a
would
drug-free
drink.
house here, except for the medicinals.
Medicinals, right?
And I don't even smoke that much. I usually get it just for guests.
I would just like to drink with them. That would just be a very fun time for me.
Yeah.
I was a huge Kurt Cobain fan personally, so
I would. I think my first thought would have been Dio.
Dio would have been sick
because
too, yeah.
because me and him are about the same height.
Yeah.
And we could just hang. Because, like, if he gets along with Tenacious D, I could get along with him.
Right, yeah.
And he was always a character, and he always had great stories.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I'd probably do a few bumps with him.
Yeah. Right.
Drink a few bottles of whatever he wanted to.
Yeah, whatever you wanted, yeah.
I wouldn't say, oh, we have to have Stag. And I was like, no, I'm drinking whatever Dio's drinking.
Exactly.
But my second thought was actually, for some reason, was Lemmy.
Lemmy, yeah.
Because when he wasn't touring, I heard this on the Roger and JP show. They're a New York show that broadcasts down to Tampa.
Right.
So I'm listening to it like 3 times removed.
Yeah.
But he said that Lemmy would just be in like this dive bullshit bar at the crack of dawn, reading his papers and playing the little like overly gratuitous sexually games like at the end of the bar, just eating pretzels like all day, just drinking, and like he would be a good hang.
Oh, absolutely.
Because like you almost don't even need to talk to him.
Right.
You just like buy him a beer and then he'll buy you one, and then like later on, then the shit talking starts.
Right.
Just in a quiet bar with Lemmy, that'd be pretty cool.
So how about you?
I got 3.
All right, give it to us, Sarge. Oh wait. Damn it.
Why you interrupted me like I'm a second-class
Sarge, how
citizen?
about a story?
Nah, sit down and shut up.
Oh, come on.
Fine, but leave me alone after this. No, take that out of this part. This isn't a story.
I wanted an excuse to use it. Go ahead.
But still, take it out.
All right.
It's not a story.
All right. Try it again. Nate, who would you want?
Johnny Cash.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Elvis. And Ronnie Van Zant.
Wait.
Solid choices.
How about this? What if you could party with all 3 of them at the same time?
Yes.
There better be a keg stand involved.
There better be. You better be like somewhere out in the country to where you can't get in trouble and shit. Like no means of transportation.
Yeah.
Or maybe like people like handlers making sure you don't like go out and do shit because was it him and like in the Walk the Line movie, they were all doing pills back then.
Oh yeah.
Or
Tabs was the thing.
Which
Black Betties too.
Yeah.
Or Black Beauties, I guess.
Black Beauties, yeah.
At first, I was gonna say Lane Staley, but I figured he'd make me too depressed.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just that, but he was a junkie, like mostly heroin and everything.
Yeah. That's what killed him was an OD from a speedball.
Oh yeah, the uppers and downers.
No, which is like a mixture of cocaine and heroin.
Oh yeah, it's an upper and a downer.
He injected that. He OD'd from that.
Man.
Sad, man.
Man, it's always weird to think about that 26 Club, man. How?
Yeah.
I mean, it almost seems like it was like planned, like it was a deal they made with like God or the devil or something
Yeah,
other.
definitely
Like
the devil.
It was like you're gonna change the world with your music.
I don't think
there's small print.
Yeah.
I don't think Lane Staley was a part of that club.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. No.
But
I know,
you think of them when you try and list all the 26ers.
Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
Those are like the 3 big ones I can think of.
Yeah.
Who was that other one? It was like Great Balls of Fire. Was the piano guy that married his cousin? Damn it.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
But I can't think.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say Buddy Holly, but
No.
it's not.
Yeah, it's not. He's
It's,
plane crash.
Damn it. I keep on wanting to say Johnny Be Good. for some reason. Yeah, Great Balls of Fire. Damn it.
Now I want to say Huey Lewis in the News, but I know that's not it.
Jerry Lee Lewis. You were close.
Jerry Lee Lewis, yeah.
Yeah. He'd probably be a fun hang, but not for long.
Yeah.
Like a single nighter.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing here, like, back to this list, though.
Oh, yeah, ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
We did, actually, we did their last show before the bass player passed away. Like, that was the last show was at
Really?
Boys Amphitheater.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't make it to the next show.
That's not Dusty, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
Dusty?
it was. Dusty Hill, yeah.
Man, he died that recently?
Yeah.
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 It's weird because I don't remember hearing about it.
I mean, he's only been dead for like, what, a year?
Oh.
Something like that.
Did you do this one, Government Mule?
Yeah, Government Mule.
Please
yeah.
tell me you met Warren Haynes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I adore him.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you gotta remember, a lot of those guys I'm meeting just passing.
Yeah, but
I still do a
dream.
handshake. I still do a handshake and introduce myself, and then they introduce themselves. Like I don't know who the hell they are. I mean,
eye contact and a firm handshake when it's like that. That's
an
almost
official
enough.
meet.
That's
an
enough.
official meet.
I mean, you bring that memory with you. You know.
So one of my favorite ones was Martina McBride.
Okay.
Right.
She's still smoking, isn't she?
Oh, dude. Oh,
Smoke show.
So hot.
She's still rocking the short hair.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So her husband, John McBride, is a huge name in the audio industry.
Lame.
Super awesome guy. Super awesome.
I'm just jealous. That's why I said it.
Super awesome guy. So me and him caught up because I'm a system tech. So I'm the one who has the PA he's tying into. So we've been talking all day.
Well, you have to work with him, yeah.
Right, yeah. Super good guy. Well, so we're passing in the hallway and it was him and his wife and I said, hey John, how you doing? He's like, I'm doing good. What, Michael McDonald? Yeah, that was a weird one.
Oh, we just watched 40-Year-Old Virgin the other night, too. But, Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know who the hell. These are D-listers.
Yeah. Let him finish the story.
Oh, Blackberry Smoke with Government Mule.
Yeah.
That one must have been an amazing show. They put on such a good show, Blackberry Smoke.
Yeah, no, they're great. They're great. It's one of my buddy's favorite bands.
I'm sorry I keep interrupting you, man.
We worked with him a couple times. But anyway, so, I asked John McBride, I was like, hey, man, how you doing? He's like, I'm doing good. And then Martina was like, excuse me, you ain't going to ask me how I am?
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh, well, I'm sorry, ma'am. How are you? She said, I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Kitty's got claws that night, I guess.
Yes, she does. And she said, I'm Martina. I was like, hey, I'm Cory. How you doing? She said, I'm doing good. And
you should have said, like, come here often?
She just walked away, I was like, but such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
It
was more like tongue-in-cheek rather than actual anger.
She was not prissy at all. She was just
it's like, hey, I'm here too.
Exactly. She's a good old country girl. She was just a lot of fun to work with.
Oh yeah, you know. That's nice to have some laughs, like because imagine how monotonous, like I mean, it's always like delusions of grandeur, like performing all over the country like every night or every other night. And having all these badass shows and like that adrenaline rush and like it sounds good, but imagine that you get burnt out so easily, like over time. So like the fact that she's still like kind of like wholesome and like joking around with just people that are there, that shows kind of like a level of character.
A bunch of those artists gets to deal with either you got an awesome venue that's very helpful to you and the staff is knowledgeable, and then you roll into some of these real slum holes that the staff is all brand new, no one knows anything.
Been there before.
And it's a shitty show,
It's usually the shows that I used to play in high school.
Right, exactly, but on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
So.
Old Crow Medicine Show. I swear by them.
Yep.
They're the ones that originally did Wagon Wheel.
Yep.
Let's see.
Of course, Humphreys. They're a good show.
My Morning Jacket sounds familiar.
Yeah, they're a big Louisville band that blew up.
Trampled by Turtles. I've heard them.
Yeah.
Heard of them.
Billy Idol.
Yeah, Billy
Who's
Idol.
the London Souls?
I don't know. Some of these people, I don't even know.
Alabama Shakes. That's when you drink too much moonshine. when you get the Alabama Shakes.
Gary Clark Jr. was cool.
Dude, I heard something the other day.
Death Cab for Cutie was
I think
cool.
it was on that Chain Reaction show.
Yeah.
And it was these good old boys trying to like hurry up and make something work. And he's like, "Oh, we just got to put some of that Alabama chrome on it."
Yeah.
And it's duct tape.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, yeah.
I never heard that before. I'm gonna take that. Let's see. JJ Gray and Mofro. Please tell me he did that one.
Yep.
Oh, I'm such a fan of his.
Yep.
Such a fan of it. Did he have a big band that time, or was it kind of smaller?
No, it was a huge band.
He had the brass and everything.
Yeah, there wasn't any room on the stage for the Louisville Leopards.
Have you ever seen him do I think it was like a live thing for like a radio,
No,
like in the studio, but it's literally him with a foot pad for drums.
Yeah.
You know, like that, and he's playing harmonica, and he's playing, and he's singing.
Yeah.
Dude, he's such a man. His voice is
He's a
so
badass.
powerful, man.
He's a badass.
Oh my God, did you do the Skrillex show?
No, I did not do.
How much of a headache is it for somebody like that that's all digital?
Easy.
You just plug it in.
It's two channels, man, and then a microphone. So
Was it left, right? That's it, and then
yeah, left, right out of his mixer, and then
Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
DJs nowadays, they pretty much just press play on their laptop, right?
No.
A lot of them do.
I want to say 60 to 75% of them do.
The ones that they call themselves DJs.
Yes.
Like Snooki and the what's his name?
Yeah. Like Snooki.
No,
Snooki wants smush smush.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I was thinking about the situation. I guess he's trying to DJ and shit, but they're just pressing play.
Like I did Bonnaroo, and I ran the DJ stage over there. Now, like Dylan was amazing. There was a lot of very good artists there.
Yeah.
That actually DJ. Like this one girl.
Bonnaroo, you'd almost expect them to. And I actually
LP, I forgot her name. She's amazing. She's from Britain. She is phenomenal. She has a double tier keyboard.
Oh yeah.
That's all tied into the system, and then so she'll like DJ with, and then incorporate her own
and then
stuff
do loops and stuff,
and like plays through stuff. Dude, it's so amazing. But
There-
she's like doing like old 70s style. Like you'll hear a Grateful Dead song, and you're like, "What is that?" And then dude, she just
just bring it to another level.
It's awesome.
I love shit like that. And
Yeah.
see, that's different, you know? I mean,
super awesome too.
I love listening to and discovering these like new innovators,
Mhm.
you know, for lack of a better term. I actually went down a rabbit hole the other night watching DJ competitions.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I
That shit's
actually,
awesome,
I
man.
actually it's not licensed, so I kind of pulled it.
Yeah.
But there was this one Russian dude that was just killing it, and then the executioners against these Scandinavian dudes.
Right.
And then there's this one black girl. I forgot her name. I think it's TJ something.
Yeah.
She was killing it, dude.
Yeah.
And DJ Skrills.
Yeah.
Or Skills.
Skrills.
He's a young kid.
Yeah.
He looks like he's almost like Pacific Islander or something.
Yeah.
But he is a monster.
Yeah.
And he just has a regular, you know, two turntables and a microphone. You know.
Actually, did you see the YouTube video I posted of the recap of my Bonnaroo experience?
No, I did. I got a notification for it, but I haven't gotten around to watching it yet.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I showed you the video where he was redoing his entire board, like a board like this, but like way bigger. It was all in like time lapse.
Oh yeah, the digital console.
I usually show people that one. Oh, Greg Allman.
Yeah. You've done the Allman Brothers a couple
Ambrosia
times.
sounds like a salad.
Ambrosia's pretty heavy. Houndmouth, of course.
Houndmouth.
Yeah, they're a local. Actually, they're from Floyd Knobs. Like that's where the band
Really?
originated from, and they're
Yeah,
huge, dude.
I went to grade school with the drummer.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's Houndmouth?
Houndmouth, yeah. They're
Shane Cody.
They're I want to say now they're like a high C as far as on that scale.
I never heard of them.
Yeah, they're huge, man. They sell out too.
Folk rock.
Mm-hmm. And they're humble. They're real good dudes. Real good dudes.
Okay.
Love working with them. Professional, and they're always on it. You know, they're just good dudes. Plus, they're from my hometown, so that helps. A
You
little
said
bit, too.
Shane Cody?
Yeah.
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 You should try and reach out to him, see if he would do a guest spot sometime.
You have to get a hold of the manager. That's how that always works.
No, I've got an in. I've got Sarge.
Nobody
Nobody ranks higher than Sarge. I
true.
think that needs to be written on the
It needs
rules.
to be written on the rules.
Sarge is in charge. Okay.
All right. Love it. Love it.
How did we even start calling you Sarge? Is it because Tate kept on saluting you for some reason?
No, it's because I was yelling at the TV while I was watching Cops.
Oh yeah. He'd be like, "Get down, suspect!" and the cool thing is that he'll be like in there like doing his thing, and then he'll just chime in and yell in, and it's awesome. It's just awesome because like you won't see it coming. And it'll just be like, fucking gypsies. It's like, and we'll all just drop down, laughing, like my back will hurt. Tate will spit out his drink. It's hilarious.
That's good shit. Yeah.
Dude, I love it when all four of us are in here. We all have our own spots, and then but man, yeah, no, it's come a long way, man, and and we're continuing to grow. But the main thing I want to try and aim for now is that. You see the kind of investment, time and financial investment that
I completely understand.
Yeah, that I've made in the studio, and hell, for the website. We got a website now, business cards, flyers. I mean, all this shit. Hell, the sign itself, we got a pretty good deal on it, but it still wasn't cheap.
Yeah, super sweet.
The first place wanted like $600 for something smaller.
Wow.
It's like, get the fuck out of here. But my goal now is I'm trying to. Find a sponsor or like some kind of monetization, but I need listeners.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I know it's not going to happen overnight,
Right.
I started listening to YMH when they were probably in the 300 or 400s.
Yeah.
Of their episodes, and they're pushing 700 now.
Yeah.
But I've taken a lot of advice from them. They have to keep it every week. That's why I'd like to be ahead.
Yep.
But it's just and we went to that arcade. What's it?
Rec Bar.
Yeah, Rec Bar. And every pinball machine we played, we'd left like 5 business cards on, and then every time I get gas, I put the cards in the screen. And so like
spread the word.
Yeah, no, I'll give you a few business cards on your way out, and I got a few flyers in the back of my truck. But it's just time, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that eventually we'll get some kind of return on this investment.
Right.
But either way, like. I have to remind myself why I even started doing this in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hobby because it always intrigued me, and plus after Dad passing, I needed something to keep me busy.
Right.
So it was more of a passion project. But now I've got an enthusiastic nephew producer.
Yeah.
That loves doing that for even at school. You saw the commercial he made with us, right?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
And
that was cool.
I've watched it so many times.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great.
And but I mean, he'll come over during the week. He stays over all weekend, and like.
Yeah.
No, I just hope that eventually we start seeing some kind of monetary process.
Some revenue.
Yeah, some revenue, and and finding sponsors that we'd like to endorse, because I don't want to endorse something I don't know or don't actually believe in. Because if it was if it was like a mayor's office, and be like, I don't know.
No. We need to get something like Chico's bail bonds or something.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or Honey Tits strip joint.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that strip club from Tom Segura? Beef and Fart. He went to a strip club in Toronto or Canada named Beef.
Yeah,
like, dude, you need to graduate to Beef.
Yeah. Can't just walk into Beef the first time. Yeah.
It's like, no, you can't go in there dry.
Yeah.
But no, like, I mean, I'm gonna try and get in touch with. There's actually a handyman that came by to try and fix this big deep freezer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring back to life.
Yeah.
And he said that he'd be willing to do a promo code for all because he's opening up his own business.
Okay, cool.
And he does handyman work, like.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, if they mention PFP.
Yeah.
To him, give him like 10% off.
Right.
Or free estimate or something other.
Yeah.
And and we'll do like a drop or a mention like or in the
Yeah.
We have a rough draft of an agreement.
Right. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, it's just I'd like to keep growing before I get burnt out on this, you know?
Yeah.
I don't see myself getting burnt out anytime soon, but sometimes I just don't feel like editing.
Yeah.
That's why we have so many lights in here, because it was just like a isolation booth almost.
Yeah.
But you got to admit, this is kind of the best place to have a studio. It's mostly underground.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
That looks good, man. I like it out here.
He's proud of me, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I think you just got an attaboy.
Oh, shit.
That's right.
Well, I think we might cut episode 50 down. We just went over 3 hours total.
Oh, nice.
So, no, dude, I really appreciate you coming by, Cory.
Yeah.
And anybody wants, play some instruments, want to record from somebody way more experienced than me, then reach out to House Productions. You're hearing the boss and main guy of it right here.
That's it, man.
Cory Pollard with House Productions right here in Southern Indiana.
He's the Sarge of House Productions.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, he's the one that...
Well, actually, not just the Sarge, the General.
Yeah. Commander-in-Chief, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's the one that came over and taught me everything I know and got the studio going. So you can thank him for this nonsensical podcast.
Hey, man, happy 50th, man.
Thank you.
That is
Thank
awesome,
you.
man.
And happy Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah. I'll break your fucking bag with my candy. Fuck yeah, man.
Full-size Snicker bars. Oh.
Can do deadlifts with that shit. Oh, my God. Have you watched his new special?
No, I have not had a chance to. I'm so pumped.
On Netflix?
Yeah, I'm so pumped.
I think it's better than Paper Tiger.
Really?
I think so.
All right.
It's really good. It's
I'm super
really
pumped,
good,
man. Super pumped.
Yeah,
love that guy.
No, man, I hope he doesn't retire anytime soon because he's getting up there. And now that he has 2 kids,
yep.
But and I know Nia's probably getting over the lifestyle.
Yeah.
But, anyways, I digress. But thank you so much for coming by.
Yeah,
I'm
no
sorry
problem,
it took so long for you to get here.
Yeah, well,
because
festival season, baby.
Yeah.
That's what
What's your next project that you said you had to go out to Vegas for a couple weeks?
Yeah, we got to go out to Phoenix for 10 days, and then we're home for 5, and then we go back out to Vegas for 10 days, and it's all corporate style stuff.
Does your business bid on these jobs?
Yeah.
Like construction?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Like, you'll get your salesman that'll come up and reach out to our salesman. It's like, hey, we need this, this, and this as far as equipment.
They'll give them a quote.
We'll give them a quote, and then they'll work
kinda
on
like a
what their
contractor.
budget. Yeah, exactly. And you just go back and forth until both parties
And
are
then you
happy.
kind of like build a repertoire with some of those handlers and this, that, and the other thing. Is like, hey, I got this project.
So like
I haven't
this
told
show,
anybody else about it yet.
Well, this show is more specific because we have we built a team just for this show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's the same team that goes out every single show because we do 2 big shows a year for them.
You built the team from current employees that you already
Right.
had? Okay.
Yeah, and we pull in some freelancers as well.
Okay.
So, but once you
It's
kind
so
of get
interesting
welcomed
how all that shit works, man.
as a family at that show, then it's like that's what you're locked into.
Yeah.
And that's why in the music industry it's all about who you know.
Yeah.
Now like if I vouch for you to say no, he's a great guy, put him on your team.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh well, if Cory says it's okay, well then there you go.
And if I fuck up, then it's on me, and then it's ultimately on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
so I'm very careful for who I vouch for.
And you should. Yeah. No, that's why when earlier you said it's like, hey, is it okay if my buddy tags along with me? Of course it is.
Right, yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
I mean, I've only seen you, like 2 or 3 times in person?
Yeah.
But, like, we've talked all the time.
All the time,
and
man.
Johnny, introduced us. It's like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's the man.
It's like,
Love
fuck.
that guy.
And if it didn't go well, I know what building to burn.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Exactly.
But, no, for real, I'll stop prolonging this awesome interview. I think I did okay, right?
No, I think you did great, man.
Thanks, man.
You did
Thanks.
great.
I've been trying to evolve as a host and this, that, and other thing.
Man, it's time. You'll learn.
Yeah. It's kind
And I think
of
you've been doing
sucks because
great.
I'm doing like 4 jobs at once.
Right.
Like this, that, this, and then hosting.
And hosting,
And like trying to, but my enemy is dead air. So.
Well, I think Sarge has been hosting the most of it, actually.
Oh yeah, he's been sitting here holding down the fort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, and last but not least, we want to thank Sarge for rickety tickety and mustering up to get over here 1 room away. Yeah, he's probably on here the least, and he lives here, so he has that privilege. But
he's always here in spirit then.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Oh yeah, always in spirit. We still like we won't even drop the audio clip. We'll just say it. My nephew was saying, "God love him" all fucking weekend long. But anyways, yeah, thank you both, and I hope you guys like this interview with Cory Pollard. Again, that's House Productions in New Albany.
Yep.
New Albany. I didn't know if it was the Knobs or.
Nope, it's New Albany.
And want to go ahead and plug your website and whatever?
Yeah, so basically I'm just on the main social medias, man. I'm on the Instagram, the Facebook. The daughter got me to start a TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, that's all House Productions, 812. I'm on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
I do a whole bunch of video segments called Live at House Productions. As bands will come in, we'll live mic everybody up.
I watched a couple of those old ones.
Oh, they're super cool, man. And it's, and I push the bands a lot. It costs them nothing, so it's a hand-in-hand type of thing.
It's almost like I'll scratch yours if you scratch mine.
Exactly.
Give me some content, and I'll give you a recording.
A premium video with a recording on it.
It's mutually beneficial. It's like
exactly.
It's like mutual promotion. Almost.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, and I like it. Like if they're willing to do that you got to grab onto it. And the thing is that I'll talk to you after we cut this off. I got an idea. But again, thank you guys. And this one of the longest episodes we've done. But hey, it's number 50. And if you've listened this far, keep listening, and we'll keep giving the new episodes on usually Mondays. Kind of tripped over my words there. But we'll keep giving you content, but keep listening, you Belgians. And I see you, Moscow. I see you, Moscow. And Vietnam. Good morning, by the way. And then we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much, and happy Halloween. Be safe.
This makes me wanna rock to the beat, ride to the rhythm, start moving my feet, breaking free style, skate, empty the mind, read a book, meditate, create a new state of mind, a paradigm shift, finding ways to uplift and smile because this life is a gift. Run, jump, leap, and make sure to get enough sleep, as Yoda would say. Do or not. There is no try. Energy, emotion, concentration, and devotion have a powerful pull like the tides of the ocean when the moon's full. Body, mind, soul, together as one. The weight of the world weighs a ton, so release. Centered in chaos is peace.
May I fucking help you?